Christ is God, and there is no other God. He is part of the Holy Trinity, and any other God is a demon, and it's false. How can you represent the constituents of Ohio who are 64% Christian if you are not a part of that faith? If you are an Indian, a Hindu, coming from a different culture, different religion than those who founded this country, those who grew this country, built this country, made this country the beautiful thing that it is today, what are you conserving? You are bringing change. I'll be 100% honest with you. Christianity is the one truth.
Christian voices should be the main voice of America, and I want to know basically why you seem to be, and I don't mean to be horribly offensive, but why you seem to be masquerading as a Christian.
You familiar with the 10 Commandments?
You call yourself a Hindu, but you also call yourself Christian.
I don't call myself Christian. I call myself a Hindu. I'm not running to be pastor of Ohio. I'm running to be governor of Ohio, and I didn't run to be pastor of America. I ran to be president of the United States of America. What's your faith?
I'm a Christian. I'm a follower of Jesus.
Great. Do you believe in the Holy Trinity? The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit?
I think a lot of people here do. So
good. And that doesn't make you a polytheist, does it?
Probably not, no.
Great. And so in my faith, I believe there's one true God. He resides in all of us, and he appears in different forms, but it's one true God. So I'm an ethical monotheist. That's the way I would describe my faith. Do you think it's inappropriate for someone who's a Hindu to be, say, a U.S. president?
No, I think it's... no, well...
You be honest.
Isn't Hinduism...
Because you're an Indian.
I can ask yourself that Hinduism believes in Shiva and what is it? The flute god. I forget.
Right, Krishna, who's you're thinking of?
Yeah, Krishna. But isn't Charlie Kirk's organization founded on Christian values as well? And isn't the United States of America also, based on what Protestantism is, based on how those values are? Wouldn't that contradict what your beliefs are?
Like I said, I'm not here to justify my faith to you any more than you are to me, but what I do share is the value set this country was founded on. And I think that it's really important that we not reinvent the founding of this country and what it was actually all about.
My name is Elijah Schaefer. Welcome back to The Riff live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We got some cheers. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. There's some confetti maybe, perhaps as well. Confetti of color. We love it. It stayed. It's right in my face. The way that I like it, I just got back from a college town from Gainesville, Florida, where I was accused of being an anti-Semite by a Jewish professor. But she didn't know that my Pokemon card was in my sleeve. Previous Jewish producer Todd Siegel was there at the event and said, "Hey Charizard, I'm Pikachu." And he's not an anti-Semite. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me today are other people accused of horrible crimes against the Jewish community, but they are innocent, I swear to God. Joining me today is Riff TV contributor and producer Michael Hennessey. Welcome back.
Hey, happy to be here. Thank you to everybody over in Gainesville. We really appreciate you having us out there. I think it was a good event that we had. We did have the one lady kind of yell at us a little bit, but overall it was good, and I appreciate the claps. I got a bunch of claps in there. Just clap every time I talk, so thank you.
Awesome. And of course, joining us to continue talking about this stuff is Riff TV contributor as well, rifftv.com. Braeden Sorbo, author of Embrace Masculinity. Welcome back.
Hey, it's good to be back, fun little trip. And, I am sort of the reason that she went to the event, as she stated. So I do take partial responsibility, a little bit of the blame. But, what can you do?
Yeah, and then if when you get a chance, if you can have Joey or someone unplug the cords here, it's the charge cords that are causing the feedback there on the microphones. All right, let's talk about something very important today. So there was we're on a speaking tour right now. Particularly, we are on a tour. It's called the We Will Not Shut Up Tour. It is happening right now across the country. We were at the University of Florida in Gainesville. We had quite a big event, actually, for our size. We don't have millions of dollars. We don't have all of the effects and whatnot. But we do have a sponsorship from Uncensored AI. Let's give a shout out to Uncensored AI, who has given us $10,000 and will continue to sponsor us to make this happen. Now, that's even less than what most speakers charge us to show up. But we're doing this for the people. You can see the picture here We had a good group of people. That's one half of the room over here. And we had another half, a lot of Chads, a lot of individuals. And of course, don't forget the number one Chads here. Exactly. Exactly.
Save some for the rest of us. I mean, come on.
Wow. It's a Groiper meetup, but it was for me. It makes me feel it's interesting. All right. So we had a great discussion. We got confronted. We were out there and we noticed something very interesting. You know, we're doing a living memorial right now of Charlie Kirk, but we are not getting the funding that people like Charlie Kirk get. And it's because we are bringing a message that is not what Vivek Ramaswamy is presenting. And I'm going to explain that because there is a psyop going on. If Charlie was murdered, there's a coup attempt intellectually inside of Turning Point to move away from the direction Charlie was moving and to hijack it to promote Hinduism and to promote demon worship. And it's actually true. Ladies and gentlemen, before we talk about that, I am thrilled to announce my enthusiastic endorsement of Blackout Coffee. Right here, check it out. Everyone's got their mugs. I don't know if you can see that right there. Braden's got his mug.
I don't have anything in mind. I'm
no,
sad.
You don't even drink coffee, but that's why you're fired.
Damn it.
But for those that do like coffee, it's a company that embodies the heart of American values. Guys, this family-owned business began 7 years ago in a humble garage, and today they've earned over 32,000 five-star reviews for their premium, bold coffee. Blackout Coffee isn't just about exceptional taste. They're staunch supporters of the Second Amendment, and unlike the other coffee company that pulled their sponsorship from us because I supported Kyle Rittenhouse, which was like the dumbest thing they ever did. They stand firm in their freedoms, and for 10 seconds, allow me to share my personal take. Now, I sampled their coffee. I got to try all their blends. It's outstanding, it's rich, it's smooth, and it's crafted by good people who share our commitment to what makes this nation great. It's my go-to brew to fuel the day. If you're ready to support a company that delivers quality and principle, visit blackoutcoffee.com/rift, blackoutcoffee.com/RIFT. Use the promo code RIFT for 20% off your first order. It's blackoutcoffee.com/rift. Join me in the choosing coffee that stands for something. Get yours today. All right, so we're jumping into the story today. We had a question here. I want to just play that very briefly. Check this out.
Hi, Vivek. You would profess to be a conservative, correct?
I'm a proud conservative.
If you are
it's frozen. Just
Indian,
reset it. Sorry.
The screen itself is frozen?
I think the NDI got froze.
All right, cool.
Okay, wait. It's fine now, I think.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All
There
right,
it is.
check it out.
Hindu, coming from a different culture, different religion, and those who founded this country, those who grew this country, built this country, made this country the beautiful thing that it is today. What are you conserving? You are bringing change. I'll be 100% honest with you. Christianity is the one truth. Jesus Christ is God, and there is no other God. He is a part of the Holy Trinity, and any other God is a demon, and it's false. How can you represent the constituents of Ohio who are 64% Christian if you are not a part of that faith?
Like I said, I'm not here to justify my faith to you any more than you are to me. But what I do share is the value set this country was founded on. And I think that it's really important that we not reinvent the founding of this country and what it was actually all about. The founding fathers, they had an opportunity to write a religious code just like most other nations in human history. All right, founded either on a monarch or a particular faith or a particular lineage. That's where most nations in human history are founded. Not America. We are the only country in the human history where there is a set of civic ideals that brought together a divided polyglot group of people 250 years ago, where freedom of conscience was a core belief set of our founding fathers, all the way to Thomas Jefferson. You know who he is? You know what document he signed?
The Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, and what was his belief system?
He was a deist.
He was a deist. Our third president, the man who signed this nation into existence, was a deist. Do you know who Benjamin Franklin is?
Yes.
Do you know what his belief system was?
He was Quaker, yes.
He was also a deist, similar to Thomas Jefferson. So what I think that we often do is we talk about U.S. history. I have a better suggestion. Let's actually consider reading U.S. history. Consider studying U.S. history. Learn the founding of our country, and that's what made our founders, I believe, the most extraordinary people known to the history of man. We would do well to actually respect their legacy rather than to reinvent some sort of imitative version of every other nation in human history. That's not us. I'm sorry, that's what makes America great, and that's why I am proud to be an American. This is the country that I will die fighting for if I have to, because it stands for those ideals, and that's why we're here.
Right, so...
Keep praying and pledge allegiance to the flag, my friend. Thank you.
Of course. Christ is king, but my response to that would be the same way that my church would let a practicing Hindu, a practicing Muslim, a practicing Jew come in and enter and worship with us on a Sunday morning. That person would not be allowed membership. And I'm not saying don't give other religions citizenship. I'm just saying you can have freedom of religion in an extremely religious environment. And that is what our founding fathers intended. If you look at the structure of our government, it is a replication, a mirror of the structure of Reformed churches in America in that time.
Absolutely. I think our nation was founded on Judeo-Christian principles. The question is, what are those values? They're the values enshrined in the Ten Commandments. Do we share those values in common? You're darn right we do. And I think that people of most faiths across this country share those values in common. What we're failing to do is actually standing for those values in the government as it actually runs. And so, what I suggest is study U.S. history, study what made the country great. And if you think Thomas Jefferson or Benjamin Franklin were not eligible to be founders or leaders of the country because they were deists, then you and I respectfully have a difference of opinion. And yet the beauty of our country is we're still able to have that difference of opinion and still call ourselves fellow citizens. Thank you, my friend. All right?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
That's just crazy.
There's so much to talk about here. So Vivek Ramaswamy, everybody knows he hates me. His security assaulted me physically at the RNC.
That's nice.
Threw me to the ground while trying to ask him a question. Okay? He's not a good guy. I've known he's not good from the very beginning. He got into politics through wealth. He got his wealth by scamming and shorting his own stockholders, stole their money. He's a thief. Now, I was shocked to find out that Indians are scamming people.
That's unheard of.
I was shocked.
What?
Since I thought these guys were just peaceful people who pooped in streets. I like to keep that mindset too.
And from that video, people that wear a lot of makeup. I mean, look how much that's caked on that guy. He's
That's
really trying to play the part.
They said, "What would you like us to make you look like?" He said, "Cadaver." The makeup artist said, "Say no more." So we have a cadaver of a man. Let's just call him a Cadindian. He's a cadaver Indian. So you have this dead guy with no soul. This is exactly what we're talking about, an AI politician. This is what I keep calling AI politicians. You have these people that are that see what a Republican should be, but exemplify nothing of what an American is. And that's who we get. Breland Hollyhand is a good example of this. Breland Hollyhand, I might even like him less than Vivek Ramaswamy, to be completely honest. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he's young. I'd love to talk to him. I'll say this. People go out and they're like, I'll just put on a cowboy hat and I'll drink a Shiner beer and I'll tell people, we really care about free speech. And it's like, hey, but I have a quick question though. Don't you worship demons? It's like, well, I mean, wasn't Thomas Jefferson a guy who believed that God left the world alone? That's what like a deist is. That God made the world and left the alone, that he believes in the same God as you will. I believe in demons, and that's pretty similar to you Americans. The American way of life is demon worship with a little bit of Shiner beer and a whole lot of cowboy. Hey, Vivek, you're going to have to leave, sir. I'm sorry. Welcome to the Bright Line. I took the Bright Line here. All boarding, they talk this. All boarding, all
Actually, it's more of an accent, but yeah.
boarding the plane.
That's more like it.
I'll be boarding the train to go to a Boca Raton. Mouth of the rat with the Judios. Okay. He's like this, but he says it. He goes, but he's like, I'm one of these people. He is an Indian Ben Shapiro, if you have to ask me. And I think it's crazy that you have this guy who's an anchor baby, who's cosplaying a trad American guy, Christian. We have a problem where people who are not Christian are cosplaying Christians. People who are not white are trying to act white, and they are trying to steal our birthright. They are trying to rob our country. Ohio, you're going to put a demon Indian guy running Ohio? Excuse me, but the Republican Party just put Xavier Randisow as the RNC Youth Advisory Council, a black guy with blonde hair that looks like he's a character from The Fifth Element.
They did that with the Democrat Party did that with the obese chick Olivia Giuliana. They just put people that they're like, this is someone who will reach the youth. The young men want, a 300-pound rolling woman, and then they're going, the Gen Z men, you know what they want on the right? They want Xavier DeRusso.
Is that what he said? I don't even know how to say his last name.
I think it's DeRusso. They want a gay black man who loves.
Hell yeah, we do.
Yes, we do. I agree. I know all of the chat agrees with me too. We want more gay black men. Bring back Rob Smith. And
bring him back.
The other ones.
More like flip him around on his back. You know what I mean?
Didn't you say they gave him a holiday or something
Oh,
as
yeah.
well?
True story. Max Blumenthal of Gray Zone reported. True story. Hallandale, Florida, which is a beach about south of Fort Lauderdale, from what I understand, about 30 minutes from this studio, did something that we were all grateful for, that we were all asking. Check this out. This is not a joke. The city of Hallandale Beach, Florida, has officially named September 29th Xavier Day in honor of Israeli-sponsored online influencer Xavier DeRusso. Why do I keep calling him Randasso? I have no idea. DeRusso of PragerU. The city commission draped an Israeli flag over the American flag during the ceremony. You can see here that there's Xavier with his in-sync Justin Timberlake 2001 popcorn haircut. His hair looks like the ceiling of a non-remodeled 1980s LA apartment ceiling. Popcorn. Whoever decided that was good for apartments, please, you are literally classing yourself out. But anyway, did everyone else here grow up with popcorn ceilings? Because I did.
Yeah, I had them growing up.
Yeah, you had a hard life. They also call that Xavier's hairdo.
It's true.
He doesn't just have a day, he has a ceiling architectural pattern.
Designed after him. Or did he design himself after the
Look at
ceiling
this.
pattern?
And they overtook, this is not a
Oh,
joke.
wow. They put it right over the American
They
flag.
overtook the American flag.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Wow.
Veiled the American flag in the 6-point Baphomet star of Satan. Okay? Now
It's
here's-
actually the seal of Solomon. It's because Solomon was given power over the demons as the smartest man ever, is why. Well, I'm just saying, if the lady's watching, so she understands the history of it.
Braeden, listen, I know your mother, and you know when you say stuff like that,
I'm gonna get a phone call after this.
Oh, you definitely are. She was
really
like
hurtful.
shaking.
I do genuinely feel bad because she was very sweet and she was genuinely concerned. You could tell with how she
It was so
asked.
funny when she called us
But it
all
was-
like
it was-
flagrant anti-Semites, and I felt cool for a moment. I was like, I told her, I said, we're not that cool, right? It's like, we're not that cool. We're not anti-Semites.
Like, you know what I mean?
But I'm not against the anti-Semites. I just mean, like, I'm a freedom of speech guy. I'm like, say what you want.
Yeah.
You can be a pro-Semite or an anti-Semite. I'll support you both. You know what I mean? However, maybe not.
We had a pretty good answer anyways. We're like, well, do you deserve, home? It's like, conquer it. That's all I am. I'm a pro whoever conquers without help.
Correct. Okay. But we won't go there yet. We're not going to go there yet. But I will say, so there's a proclamation of the city of Hallandale giving the day to Xavier, which, by the way, I think we should give him an entire year. Whereas the city of Hallandale Beach is home to a large Jewish and Israeli-American community and has witnessed anti-Semitic incidents, and Xavier DeRusso has shared his personal journey embracing Zionism and speaking out for the Jewish people and the state of Israel, despite facing personal attacks and vitriol. Whereas, through speeches, engagement, and advocacy, Mr. DeRusso has fostered dialogue, raised awareness of Jewish communities and the state of Israel, countered anti-Semitism, stood in solidarity with families affected by violence, and called for respect and protection of Jewish citizens at home and abroad. Whereas, during his lifetime in Israel, Mr. DeRusso witnessed the daily reality of getting your asshole blown out by 6-foot-tall Israeli men in Tel Aviv. No, it doesn't say that. The daily reality of Israeli families living under the threat of attack, and was deeply moved by seeing a mother comfort her frightened child amid explosions, an experience that impressed him upon his profound resilience of the Jewish people. Whereas, I don't know if we should finish reading this. In the aftermath of October 7th massacre, Mr. DeRusso was appalled to see online narratives turning against Israel. Whereas Mr. DeRusso resolved to confront the anti-Israel narrative, affirming the importance of raising awareness of Israel's struggle. Now, therefore, I, Joy F. Cooper, mayor of the city of Hallandale Beach, Florida, on behalf of the city commission, do hereby proclaim. Dude, somebody said this verbally, I, Joy F. Cooper, mayor of the city of Hallandale Beach, Florida, on behalf of the City Commission, do hereby proclaim September 29, 2005 as Xavier DuRousseau Day. Dude,
And then everybody clapped, and Obama was there.
They made a gay nigga day.
Oh man.
That's what this is.
It is.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it, but it's true.
Can you guys tell we're a little bit sleep deprived?
No, but
We literally just got off the train.
no, but you
Not the
No,
train.
not that one.
Not the one
Not that
Xavier's
one.
in. A
Wrong
different-
one.
Oh,
Wrong.
oh, sorry.
Totally
I brought that
different
up. Sorry.
train.
That's,
Wrong
that was
gay black
that was-
man.
Sorry. That was just
you
on my
got the
screen
wrong
already.
guy.
That was just on my
That's
screen
a
already.
screensaver. So
Yeah.
true.
GND, bro. I used to live with black people, and they used to say shit like that. Like when you were acting like dramatic and stuff, it was a GND, and they made one. It was supposed to be a joke. Like we are in 2025, where things that were supposed to be humorous are now reality. Like you just made a day about a gay black guy with popcorn hair. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. Hey, they're just giving days to anyone now.
And his trend, no offense, his trend is walking around going, "Walk with me," and he sips a smoothie.
He's always always has something.
That's
in his
what
mouth.
he got a day for? Like,
Dude, that's so crazy.
oh my gosh.
That's insane. All right. Max Blumenthal, I messaged him and I was like, man, I live right down the street. He's like, I'm surprised you missed the coronation.
He was invited. We were just out of town. You know. They're like, we want you there right now, Elijah.
All right, going back to this, Vivek Ramaswamy, back to this. These people are crazy. They are insane. They're trying to co-opt the movement. They're trying to redefine what it is we can do, what we can be. That being said, you know, obviously people are declining in testosterone levels. We are witnessing a generational decline in men's testosterone, driven by poor lifestyle habits, diet, environmental toxins. Now, the result, you get low energy, diminished strength, mood swings, and that loss of spark. It makes you feel like you. That's why thousands of men, like myself, are turning to Man's Edge from Neutronics Labs, a natural testosterone support formula powered by fenugreek, IGF-1, NO2, and more. Studies show that fenugreek, right here in Man's Edge, can actually boost your testosterone by up to 46%. And with 98% absorption, Man's Edge delivers results and pills that powders and pills can't match. Here's the best part. When you join our auto ship program, you'll get a free bottle of IGF-1 300,000 plus, except I guess I have the 600,000, so I'm kind of cooler than you, but anyway. Together, Man's Edge plus IGF-1 plus are the ultimate stack, boosting stamina, recovery, and vitality. Even Frank Stallone makes it a part of his daily routine. Reclaim your energy, reclaim your edge. Go to neutronicslabs.com/rift. I think that's right, correct? I
No,
don't
it's,
know.
it's still Elijah. It's been that one for a while.
Okay, it says /Reagan.
Oh,
so I was just
sorry, wrong one.
confused.
Wrong one.
Oh, okay. neutronicslabs.com/Elijah. And use promo code Elijah for an additional 10% off your first order. ELIJAH at NUTRONICSLABS.com/ELIJAH. Check it out, promo code Elijah. All right, so I want to go back to this. So, you know, he's talking a lot about, you know, America wasn't founded as a Christian country. Well, let's see what Charlie had to say.
I was articulated yesterday by a couple of my friends that our country was not founded on Christian principles. So I want to see how, like, an argument that you guys can give me to combat that. So essentially, they articulated to me that our country was founded on common law because the Declaration only refers to God 4 times and the Constitution doesn't refer to God at all. And it only articulates the structure of government. And is common law Christian in nature, or is it not?
I can take it first. So this guy doesn't, whoever said that doesn't really know what they're talking about. So first of all, remember that we were a collection of states and colonies, and you need to read the state constitutions before anything else. 9 out of 13 of the original states required you to be a Bible-believing Christian to serve in government at the time of the founding. You could, even in Pennsylvania, actually, 13 out of 13 required a declaration of faith. 9 out of 13 required you to be a Protestant, except Maryland, which was Catholic, which still required a declaration of faith. In almost every single one of the original state constitutions, Pennsylvania included, they had, I profess Lord and Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior in the original state constitutions. So you remember, we're a collection of states before that. Secondly, 55 out of 56 of the original signers of the Declaration were Bible-believing, church-attending Christians. You asked about common law. So common law is inherited from Blackstone, who was Christian. A common law is an outgrowth of the scriptures. So let's go to 3 principles of common law: presumption of innocence, due process, and jury of your peers. All 3 are biblical principles. So, and all wrapped into the ultimate biblical principle that you shall not favor justice if you are rich or poor, which is in Leviticus 19, right before the most famous part of Leviticus 19, which is that you should love your neighbor as yourself. But before that is that in the administration of justice, you shall not favor the rich or the poor, which is the idea of blind justice. We get that in the West, which is incorporated also in the New Testament ideal: neither slave nor Greek nor Jew, you're all one in Jesus Christ, which we get the idea of human equality. These are all biblical ideas. They're not Enlightenment ideas, which is they kind of get conflated at the time. But more importantly than that, they say that God was only mentioned 4 times in the Declaration of Independence. Well, that's a big deal, okay? Laws of nature and nature's God. The last paragraph of the Declaration reads as a prayer. It says, we appeal to the supreme judge of the universe. Who's the judge of the universe? Jesus Christ, as it says in Revelation, that Jesus will judge the earth on his throne. So in the Declaration, they were praying to Christ our Lord as a prayer very specifically. Thirdly, as I said on stage yesterday, Deuteronomy was by far the most quoted book, religious or non-religious, in the time of the founding when they were putting together the Constitution, more than John Locke, more than Montesquieu, more than Blackstone. So the book of Deuteronomy, which talked about laws, customs, traditions, it was Moses' farewell address as he's about to say goodbye, say, hey, good luck in Canaan, guys. Here's how you should set up your form of government. But finally, and most importantly, let's look at actually what the founders said. John Adams famously said the Constitution was only written for a moral and religious people. It was wholly inadequate for the people of any other. The body politic of America was so Christian and was so Protestant that our form and structure of government was built for the people that believed in Christ our Lord. One of the reasons we're living through a constitutional crisis is that we no longer have a Christian nation, but we have a Christian form of government, and they're incompatible. So you cannot have liberty if you do not have a Christian population. So that's just a surface level belief. So then they'll go to the First Amendment, which has two parts of the First Amendment which get conflated. First of all, separation of church and state is not in the U.S. Constitution. That is a single letter that Thomas Jefferson wrote in 1807 to the Danbury Baptist Convention in Massachusetts, assuring them that the government would not come after the church, okay, which is the opposite of what they would say. However, that was then resurrected by the Warren Court and the Burger Court in the 60s, where they said, hey, all of a sudden, we're now going to make this as if it's the Constitution. It does say in the Constitution 2 things, which is the Establishment Clause and the Free Expression Clause. The Establishment Clause is that Congress shall make no law prohibiting the free exercise thereof. What they were most worried about was a Presbyterian or a Anglican or a Quaker type religion taking over the federal government. Instead, it was that there is not going to be a state-run religion or a state-run government. Did you know that one of the first acts of Congress was taxpayer-funded Bible printing and distribution? Did you know that there were church services held in the Supreme Court building as late as the Jackson presidency in the 1820s?
That. Anyway, sorry. I just want to say, every time I'm going to say rest in peace, Charlie. Genuinely, we got to say that forever. Just
1 month ago today.
1 month ago today. Yeah, yeah. And we did a memorial last night. So people know, like, we're not moving on from this. Irene Azariska, Charlie Kirk. We don't ever move on. Okay.
Logan Tipton.
Yeah, Austin Metcalf. We don't move on. In fact, let's create a. Can you note this actually? Can you note? Let's start a wall of martyrs in here. Let's just. I'm not joking. I'm gonna put some icons up.
I'm very down.
Put some icons up. We'll do a mix of Orthodox and Catholic icons. It's fine. They're just icons.
I was gonna say, yeah.
But I want to put some icons up. We're gonna create a prayer wall here. But we're gonna put. These are our saints. And I know it sounds sacrilegious to people. Like, I'm not saying they're canonized by the church, but these are people that I believe were sacrificed in a holy war against God. I think that people hate God. I think they hate white people because we represent Christian empire, Christianity. And I think they're trying to destroy us because they want revenge for the sacking of the temple. And they want to kill us. I think that all this ideology comes from Bolshevikism and from the Antichrist. I personally do. And I've talked to a few people about always remembering martyrs, right? They may not be saints of the church. They may not be the official saints, capital S, but they still are saints. We are all saints, Christ says. He says that. These are the saints. And so we know that these people gave their lives in a holy war, and so we'll put their images up. I think that's heavy. I want to see it every day, right there. Once we get the window in, but I just want to see them every day. And again, we're not putting candles to burn to them. We're not like worshiping them. That's not what we're doing. It's just a remembrance wall, and then of course some Christian icons because it's like we're going to remember the ultimate sacrifice of Jesus, who paid the ultimate price that we might live. Unlike Jesus, these people do not rise again, but they will be raised to life with Christ in the coming day. I just want to bring that up because I take it seriously, man. I take it seriously, and it's heavy stuff. But sorry to switch. I was talking to Max Blumenthal right now. Did you see Xavier Randeso responded real fast to the
declaration?
He said, Max Blumenthal, you are a raggedy, low. Okay, I'll read it like his voice. Max Blumenthal, you are a raggedy, low down, dirty bastard and disgrace to all Nepo babies. Right.
Yeah, you need to have the cup. There you go.
First of all, you just intentionally mischaracterized the ceremony as if it was there to drape the Alliance flag. It was already there at their city hall because of their large Israeli-American population. South Florida has a lot of Jewish people? What the heck?
South Florida, yeah. There's a lot of Jews here.
I didn't know that.
Surprise, huh?
I'm surprised.
I'm surprised, you know.
This is after you
Live
lied
in
about me
Boca.
being scared to talk to your musty ass about the Hamptons. After you lied, he mentions me in here, by the way. It's pretty good. But it doesn't give me my name, but you can pick up on it. After you lied about it being an intervention for Charlie Kirk. After you lied that all of us went to Israel after. They did.
There was literally a trip out to Israel after the Hamptons party. That's not anything but a documented fact.
They documented themselves.
They filmed it, yeah. They posted.
Yeah, they even came
all
out
over.
videos talking about how they went there, and then they're like, well, nothing happened, but they admitted to going there.
After you lied about the intervention of Charlie Kirk, I have somebody at my house right now who was there. And, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. No one knows who's at my house. I'm just no one who's at my house. I'm like, that's someone who's living with me who was there. So shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
Okay? After you lied that all of us went to Israel after you lied about Newsmax's involvement, which is down the street. After you lied to your wife and you told her you were a man. What?
What? You kind of lost the point there a
And
little
after you
bit.
lied saying I got paid to go to Gaza. Wait, you paid for your own trip?
Yeah,
Did you pay for your
paid.
tickets? Did they pay for your Ubers? That's the question. Did you pay for your Ubers?
Mm-hmm.
But see, all this stuff has nothing to do with what he said. He just said, like, hey, they named a day after him. And it's like,
Yeah, just remember, you sell your soul, follow the Zionists, and you too, children, can have a holiday.
yeah, that's actually good.
But he didn't
Isn't
have to pay for Ubers because
He calls
Tel
this the dusty ass podcast, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
We keep it very clean here.
I think, well, it's true. It's a little dusty. It is a little dusty. We have a lot of apparently white people that work here, but they don't know how to clean like the whites. It always falls on the white man to
You
clean.
have 3 white people that work here.
It's true.
The rest
Two,
are not
actually.
white.
Yeah, we don't hire enough whites.
Actually, two.
And Braden's more part-time, so it's like
And part white.
We
I'm
got,
just
yeah, we
here,
got
man.
2.5 here. We
Part
don't
time,
even-
part white. Oh boy.
It's true. We got
boy.
we're doing
Oh
bad.
no, we got 3. We got 3. Never mind.
No, we do.
Yeah.
2 American whites.
Yeah, that's
There
it.
you go.
He says, then you got a dusty ass podcast with a man who fled the country after cheating on his pregnant wife to say you've never heard of me. It's not what happened. Okay, but anyway, and I fled the country. I live here, dude. We're in America. Your holiday is down the street. Okay. I only moved back to the country, though. I'll be completely honest. I only moved back to the country because I had hoped that we would have holidays after Xavier de Rousseau. You'll never catch me saying a bad thing about the guy. I told you, I'll never say a bad thing about him. I actually think we should have more holidays. We should have weeks.
We should have a month.
Can we
dedicated.
dedicate October to Xavier de Rousseau month, please?
Give him
the
June.
29th as a holiday.
Give him June because Pride Month is going anyways. He could just take the whole month.
He could just say the
that's
parades
Rob
are
Smith.
his.
That's Rob Smith.
Oh,
say.
Rob Smith gets June. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, and it already has the word June in it, so we already works.
June.
You can't spell June without Jew,
True.
right? So June.
Yeah.
But
okay.
but jokes aside, this is Xavier de Rousseau month in October. We are celebrating all month. But we really need to speak very highly of him. I'm being serious right now. We need to speak very highly of this guy, and we need to really we need to just dedicate everything
to rally.
Like when we from now on, if we take shots or anything, it's like to Xavier de Rousseau.
To Xavier.
We should all like dye our hair blonde and come in and get the whole
I could
look
pull
going.
off some frosted popcorn tips.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're so tired. All right. But now all you do is ride my nuts. He put it in capitals. Stop speaking on me unless you're going to have some journalistic integrity and learn to spell my name. I love how he intentionally misspells his name. It's hilarious. You are fringe, unfortunate looking cuck, but it's never too late to change. Okay, so Max is a Jew. So oh shit. We're gonna have to call Hellendale's mayor. We're gonna have to call the mayor. He's telling a Jew he looks like a cuck and he looks unfortunate
He's
looking.
insulting Jews.
Damn.
He's saying that Jews look unfortunate looking.
Wow.
I don't like this.
They might mess with his holiday though. We don't want to ruin that.
Come. Come celebrate Xavier Day
God.
next 9/29. Shabbat Shalom. Hell yeah.
See, that seems like cultural appropriation because I'm pretty sure that's Max's thing. So why would he steal that from him? As if the Jews haven't lost enough already. You're going to take the Shabbat Shalom. That's terrible.
Terrible.
That's terrible. He's typing up a response right now.
Yeah, I said, let's fucking go. I live down the street, dedicating the whole month to you. Genuinely love this for you. Let's go. That's really kind, right?
That's super kind. I should comment and be like, I just went on a rager in honor of you with Air One smoothies, and now I'm broke.
Yeah, well, I love Xavier DeRousseau. Did you hear? Did you hear about that? Did you see that? Hallandale is 2 cities down, and it's now Xavier Day on the 9/29. It's now officially dedicated.
Named it.
They flew him down and gave him a holiday in South Florida. It's a really good time. Well,
you guys don't know, but the staff is like jumping up and down. They're so excited back there.
People are taking the night off. People are going.
That's it, guys.
Yeah, because it's too late. We've already passed the day.
Why
of it,
does he talk to, like, have you ever noticed? I've watched his videos before. I know him, by the way, and I would never say anything bad about him because, after all, I mean, he's a saint, right? Like, he's like, we need to put Xavier's picture
Just
on the wall.
5 pictures of Xavier up there. Nobody else.
Flick says I'm shrine to Rob Smith. I can't get into it, but it's
what? Yeah, nobody heard that.
No.
It's between all of us. Nobody's going to say anything.
I used to have a shrine to Jussie Smollett for a year. but like, dude, we should have an Xavier DeRousseau wall. But it's just like the black wall with just like a little bit of like popcorn blonde hair on it. Because our walls are fully black, you know? Watch, look. It's like,
He's going to turn the camera now to show you.
we have like, if you see here.
There's Mendoza, guys.
Let's go, Mendoza.
That's actually a cool shot. That's a better shot.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, no, actually, yeah, you're right.
Just put a camera here and have it when you talk to just come on like that because the front looks weird. No, but we have this big black wall here, right?
So we're going to dedicate it
By
to
the way, I don't know if they can
Xavier.
hear you right now, actually.
Okay, so I'll narrate. We have a big black wall right there, and Xavier is going to go on it all over. That's what we're going to do.
Emphasis on the big and black.
Emphasis on the, yeah, true.
Sorry, it was totally unnecessary. But yeah, I think that's going to be really good. Someone said, "Did Elijah just admit to being blacked?" Yeah.
We knew
well,
this.
I want to go back to this. Sorry, that was just a side note. I really do. I really think Xavier is awesome, and he's just like. I really do. Like, I think he's awesome. No, but honestly, because it's like one of those like fun.
You should take his style. Like just
those
walk
are
around
one,
like walk with me.
One side events of like this whole thing where like it's like you couldn't make it up. It's like a South Park episode. You know, people like a South Park character. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he made it up into South Park where it's like about the Zionist lobby and it's like it's Cartman going walk with me, hey. And like it's like, bro, you got an Air One smoothie? It's $20. You're doing $20. Yeah, man, it's really cool. You just drink a $20 smoothie and they put $7,000 in your bank account. And you just like say stupid shit. Like what? She's like, Israel created water. Look at it. You just get $7,000, right? Deposit in your account. That's like a South Park episode, right?
Yeah.
$7,000. I got a damn holiday. Me and Jesus Christ. You know, it's like literally. It's a South Park episode, and I love it. And I love it for him.
We should use the AI program that they've been making the South Park episodes, and we should create one. Sora. We should create one just for him.
Actually, just block people from making South Park episodes.
They just messed it up.
It was too good. Yeah.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
Okay, so going back real fast to the Vivek stuff, I want to say something quick. So about all this like fakeness, that's kind of what we're talking about here. The general just like fakeness of everyone. You know, literally, Vivek had made a claim. He was like, "So you believe in the Trinity? So you believe you're a polytheist?" Hey, buddy, save that for Brandon Tatum's podcast. Okay, we're Trinitarians here.
He needs a holiday too. Where is Brandon Tatum's holiday?
That's true, dude. We need to have a wall. Like we need to have a wall of fame here. I'm gonna do it. A wall of fame, like leaderboards, like who's leading the shill board.
You just need little magnets. You can adjust them.
Just with like Velcro, just like or like tape, just put them up.
Yeah.
Okay, like currently, like we need to have this like updates. Like, all right, we're going like on the end of the week, we're seeing who's who's leading. So Brandon Tatum's moving up, right?
Yep,
So like
yep.
he's down. Xavier, but Xavier got a holiday, so now Xavier's
Oh,
higher.
he's
than
up
Brandon.
there now.
Brylin,
Brylan.
whatever. He's jumping up
Ross
right now.
Smith. Ross Smith is in the gutters.
Ross
He's not,
Smith,
he has
nobody knows who that is.
He has no shilling yet.
Nope.
All right.
Nothing.
To think the fact that we're bringing back a special episode of Slightly Offensive tomorrow night, he feels like it, actually. We're going to a special episode tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time here on Rumble. Don't ask me why, but we're making a new deal with Rumble right now. That's why. And we're testing out some times for some content. And if we get good numbers tomorrow on a new episode of Slightly Offensive, we will bring it back.
Are you bringing the dance and the intro and,
Yeah,
and the
everything.
shots and everything?
Wow.
Oh,
What a time to be. There he is.
Are you coming around for the Slightly Offensive episode or no?
I don't know. We'll see how tomorrow is.
He's going to recover.
All right. So Josh Howerton actually debunked this, the idea of like, basically what Vivek's trying to do now is he's saying like, we got accused of mocking Charlie Kirk's legacy. But the truth is these guys are mocking his legacy because there was a lot of reasons why people would have wanted Charlie dead, okay? And I didn't notice that before he was killed. And now I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's not no one killed him, right? That's important to say. That's important to say. But I'll say this. There's a lot of similarities between Epstein and Charlie, and I don't mean the way they treated children. I mean the people they were connected to. And they're almost like antithetical counterparts, right? It's like Charlie's the angel and Epstein's the devil, but they're both on the same man's shoulders. Sort of what I'm seeing here.
And they don't want you talking about either one.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Vivek is trying to say, like, it doesn't matter if there's a Hindu president, okay? But it does, and I'm gonna break down why. However, MyPillow is excited to announce that they're having their biggest 3-in-1 sale ever. With a limited edition product, a back-in-stock special, and a closeout deal that you won't find anywhere else. MyPillow bed sheets, only $29.88. Any color, any style, any size, even kings. Regular is $119.98. Only $29.88 right now. Once they're gone for good. My towels are finally back in stock. Dude, I just got some new towels. Okay, side note, we're talking about my towel set, $69.98, $39.98. You know what you should buy? And I'm telling you this right now. You know what's hard to find is robes that fit big boys. Like nice, like comfy, that are thick. And I have this like towel robe from them. It's not even expensive. Things like, I don't know. I'm gonna lie, 'cause I don't know how much it is, but probably no more than $30. Might be $20. Dude, it is, as you would know, I keep my house so cold.
Oh my gosh.
So cold.
Even cuddling it wasn't enough to stay warm. It was crazy.
Yeah, him and I haven't slept together until 2 nights ago, and that's been 2 nights in a row.
It's true. Well, the Gainesville trip really takes a lot out of you, you know? It's
Yeah,
nice to just
took a lot out of
relax.
me and put a lot into you.
It's nice to relax with the boys.
That's what you call it. I like how our intern told the guy who's picked us up from the trip, like, oh, they're gonna say a lot of gay jokes. Like, dude, you're the gayest one.
It's true.
He was like, he prepared me. He told me that's going to be the first thing you guys do.
Yeah, first of all,
And then the very first thing we do when we see the intern is he daps us up. He's like, hey, so who's sleeping with me tonight? And it's like,
we're gay.
We
we're not,
all are,
we're not
like-
gay, but we're racist. So it's like, you're brown.
Yeah.
We're not sleeping with you.
Also, did he go for like the loudest, strongest dap ever? Because he always does.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
He's like,
He
"What's up?"
gets
And then it's like,
excited.
what's up, bro?
yeah.
Well, you got to get one of these robes. They're fantastic. And of all the products I use from them, I'm not gonna lie. And I sleep with my pillows every night. But yeah, there it is.
I do
guess,
too.
I guess it's
I
a
have
little
their
more than I
sheets.
thought, but it's so freaking nice. The heavyweight, I was saying, it's thick and it's heavy. And it's just cool because in Florida you keep it really cold inside, and it's like my heart, you know, heavy, heavy, cold. No, it keeps you warm. It's very nice. Check it out anyway. Go to use my promo code Elijah, I think, right? Yeah.
I was
Promo code
promised my
mypillow.com.
slippers like 3,000 years
Correct.
ago. I still
Correct.
haven't received them.
Correct.
That's because you didn't get the Egyptian ones. You got the other kind.
By the way, also a Guitar Mag said $10 in the chat. Super Chat said, just remember to kiss the wall you put in the studio and at the beginning of each episode. Dude, we should do like a day in the life and have just like pictures of like Xavier everywhere and like a wall and then hump it as you walk in and then like everyone kisses it. And it's like, dude, we need some fun things, like a big picture of Xavier and a nice gold frame, you know, like
Just the head.
no,
Do a
like
printed blow up of the head.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that,
Sure, we
like,
can get a
but I'm
cardboard
saying-
cutout of him.
Maybe a
yeah,
tiny body.
but I like that kind of stuff. You know, like a Rob Smith body cutout right there.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like, so you could take pictures with Rob. Like, and Rob says in every one of our group pictures with our guests, except Rob.
You hear
Smith.
Rob doing
We'll
the
be like, how
UF,
did that
like
end
the
up in
UF gator chomp? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Cut in the lower half. It's like, how does Rob Smith cutout keep ending up in Elijah's office every time? I don't get it. It's
so
always
weird.
damaged and
Yeah,
No.
so
All
odd.
right. Let me see. All right.
That's the cutout. That's what we're getting. I don't think Elijah's.
No. I just was reading some funny thing.
Look up. Elijah.
Someone said every Rift episode,
I'm gonna keep it up.
he lightened himself.
Yeah, he had the Michael Jackson procedure.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Rest in peace.
God bless.
Do you know what though? I will give Rob Smith one thing. He has always been in pretty good shape.
He is.
And he is holding up the gay community pretty well because a lot of gays have gotten lazy now. You know, back in the day, being gay meant you liked men. And I've always never understood. Do you know that torso gay guy? No limbs?
Oh,
I don't know this.
Isn't he trying to become a she or
He's
something?
a trans now.
Yep.
You don't know
Yep.
no limbs?
Yes.
No.
Dude.
No limbs, when you look it up, it's just pictures of families in Palestine. I'm just kidding. All right, but is it locked? Okay, so this is no limbs. Okay.
Oh, this is
This
I did not even know
one,
this.
yeah,
This is a trans-
yeah,
Did you know
yeah.
this?
Yeah.
This is no limbs.
It's like some Brazilian dude or something.
It's American.
American? What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't look
no.
American.
Well, it's half American.
Yeah.
You didn't get the joke. All right.
No, I did.
All right. So no limbs. Let me see if I can find a picture. No limbs became transgender. He's a gay guy.
He got married too to a guy.
Yeah. He got married. We have a picture of him right here before his accident. See that there? Yeah,
that makes
unfortunately.
sense.
Okay. I see it now.
No limbs sat on a wall that had a great fall, and all the king's doctors and all the king's men took off no limbs wiener all over again. It's like, dude, you already have no arms and legs. You're gonna take off your third leg now?
The last possible appendage.
Yeah, you're gonna remove one more thing? That's
gonna
crazy.
That is
Invert
crazy.
it for a rot pocket.
You can take it off. All right. But I want, I am finding blown up Palestinian.
Did you say rot pocket?
It said rot pocket. Yeah, an axe wound.
I've never heard
so-
rot pocket before.
I don't know. I think yeah.
So
Rot pocket.
Thank you.
So yeah, so let me bring it up here. Let me see if I can. I love these glazing posts about no limbs. You know, look at this. Check this out. Here we go.
Someone in
I'm on
Chessa swims around like a
Facebook.
retarded sperm cell.
So this is no limbs back in the day. You know, obviously we're not making fun of him. This is when he was gay. That's great. Look at this.
Yeah, I mean,
So he did go swimming.
So he was just a classic homosexual. You know. They would say if you sleep with him, it's not fully gay.
Here's how I is only half gay.
It's partly gay.
You
you
can
guys
say
circled
you're
back
bi.
on that one.
Look at this. So he got married to this guy. It's Earl Grey, our editor in chief. So look at this. And they got married and they wore a dress. And everyone was like, what's going on? What's going on? I watched the wedding live.
Waddled.
I've been following. These are the influencers I follow. I'm not joking. Hey, you do not want to see, like, someone, I was like, dude, my timeline.
That's the video I saw.
Yes.
That's the
dancing
one.
on his wedding. Dancing on his wedding with his no limbs boyfriend.
Well, husband.
Obviously
now.
saying nothing, said nothing about it. Look at this, boom, jump in the pool. Like, that's like, diabolical.
I just left him for a second. Figure it out,
and then
buddy.
he got into makeup. Watch. Then he got into makeup. So he was like, this is crazy. And you never heard of No Limbs?
Never heard of No Limbs.
I have. I've
No.
seen this guy so many times.
His name's Gabe Adams, actually. But he goes by No Limbs now.
He does
So-
better makeup than half the girls in Florida.
To be completely honest, I know. Honestly,
he
women
does-
don't even try today. You think women are trying to do anything? They're not trying to do
No,
anything.
they're not. It's
Look at
funny.
this.
Women
What the hell?
We have a lot to watch. So we started getting into makeup.
have a lot to watch.
No, I'm telling you the story of this guy. This is a very important video that you can watch. This is his whole story.
the slow hair throw.
So then he got into to wigs.
Oh, God.
And all of a sudden, things got gayer.
Oh, this is going downhill fast.
Yeah, and so we have a lot of questions about this couple. Usually we're not into talking about how it works, right? But we do want to know, right? Like is
Curiosity.
this a receiver? Is this a giver?
I don't think he's given.
Someone-
I mean, how's he
someone
going to
in-
be given? He has nothing to grab onto.
Someone in chat
that's
said he
true.
gives really good shoulder.
Damn. The shoulder game's on point.
They just nub you. It's true. No, but so you got this going on. We got about 3 more minutes of this, unfortunately. Shout out to one of our potential investors and helpers who's watching this, who's texting me right now, who's like, "What the hell's going on?" You know? Yeah. Unfortunately,
Welcome to the team.
Welcome to the team.
Just so you know, this was not in the doc.
No, but I had a point to play about this. This is a lot about like the reality of like what's going on in America and progress. Is like you have someone. This is a archetype of Vivek Ramaswamy. Okay, this is an archetype of Vivek Ramaswamy. Vivek Ramaswamy is like a no limbs influencer, right? Because this guy, this guy like doesn't fit in. He's definitely not a full human. Has to find a way to stand out and be unique, right? He's a guy, so he's got to figure out a way to like.
He doesn't wipe.
That's yeah.
Well, that's one thing we have in common. Born to shit, forced to wipe.
All right, take that off.
Wasn't this supposed to be for tomorrow's show?
Take that
This
off.
is supposed to be, guys.
No, okay, no. But this is what happens. No, but what I was gonna say is, yeah, it's really crazy. So not making fun of him.
No.
You know, I mean that sucks to be born with no arms, no
that's
legs.
terrible.
Right? People say he does like to suck too, so that's also crazy. But this show's gone downhill.
We're going worse
We're a
and
little
worse.
sleep deprived,
All right.
everybody.
Listen, we are sleep deprived. You went to the gym today. Him and I barely survived getting out of bed.
I'm on less than 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
I went
don't
because I
take
needed
this
to
guy.
move.
Everybody's sleep.
I needed to move.
He
I
like
had to
jumps
go.
in the room. He's
Bad.
like, "Come on, guys, we're gonna go, right? It's time to go to the gym." Oh, I'm so excited. I'm like, "Bro,
Yeah.
calm down."
He's like,
But
Too
then,
much.
but then last night they're like, "Why? You want to go to bed? What are you, a pussy?" Yes.
yeah.
The people brought us out. We were just spending time.
Yeah, we were at the event. Shout out to the college Republicans at University
Very
of Florida.
based guys, very cool guys.
Very cool. Shout out to the president of college Republicans. Shout out. Very cool guy. Shout out to that one guy who was 19 and definitely slayed a lot of pussy and had his hair gelled, like a little swirl and like a Minecraft t-shirt on. And it was
Super
like,
bass.
we could get the bitches. And I was like, dude, you must get a lot.
we had to actually surround him to stop women from approaching.
It was great.
It was
Dude, it was crazy. I was literally standing there with a group of guys who are very cool, by the way. And I'm not in denial about myself. Like, I'm chopped and I'm a nerd and I know that. And I'm like standing there with these guys and I'm looking, I'm like with a bunch of nerdy guys and some fat brown guys and Chinese guys. And I'm like, you know, we're not, let's just say this. We are pussy magnets, but not the side that attracts the pussy. We're the side that, you know, when you put the
repels.
Yeah, repels each other. And we're saying that, and I was like, he's like, one of the guys is like, so, are we gonna get bitches? Well, I'm like, what do you like? I looked at him and go, dude, we're like the nerd. There's like 20 nerdy guys who look like they're not even getting pussy on porn. Like they're not even. The guy goes. You think we're nerds? And I go, you run a political club at a college. We're literally all nerds. And he was like, blown away. He's like, I'm not a nerd. I go, we're actually nerds. And I got to tell this to the guys. Here's the point. It's okay to be a nerd. It's okay to be chopped. We should have a shirt that says it's okay. Dude, that was the guy I was with last night. It's okay to be chopped. I don't see anything wrong with it. And the sooner you embrace it, I only say this because we have a lot of identity crisis in today's America. We were with a kid who looked like he sacrificed slaves on top of the Aztec Mayan temples. And he's telling me he's Greek. Dude, he's telling me he's Greek. I'm going to bring him up actually right here. I'm going to bring this guy up. I can see him in the picture. This guy was telling me last night he was a Greek. Yeah, here he is. Come on. This brown guy right here. Check this out.
He's a good guy.
He's really cool. That guy right there in the middle
He's the man.
told me he's a Greek. And I go, you're Greek? He goes, well, I'm like 70% Mexican. I go, hey, buddy, you're the most Mexican guy I've ever met in my life. You're not even Mexican. You're Mayan. He's the coolest guy. I love him, by the way.
Yeah, great guy.
I love him. But what I was going to say is we have an identity crisis where a lot of people who are not white think they're white.
We have that in the office.
We do. Like nerds don't think they're nerds. But
I have
nerds don't think they're
Cubans
nerds.
arguing with me that they're more white than me. We have
Sounds personal.
What is the other one? What's
the other
one?
Southern European.
Southern European.
Oh, of course. Those damn Southern Europeans.
Yeah. So that's that. Anyway, I just want to bring that in. All right, going back to Vivek Ramaswamy.
Topics.
Back to the show, guys.
Anyways, no, I don't care. I mean, the fact that we got a show out today, we're trying to get better at that. Like, we have to do a show.
Yeah, no,
So
we have
going back to the Vivek stuff. There's some more stuff. Basically, Vivek Ramaswamy stated that, the Trinitarian view of God is polytheism, which is theologically so incorrect. And I don't want the show to ever be one of those like, actually, does the spirit spirate? It's like, that's not what we're going to be. But
it does spirate.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
I still don't know.
Okay. I don't either.
But he's not just talking about the Trinity. He's trying to say, like, America wasn't founded on Christianity. This is a very important question. Beyond just like the white question, which is, was America meant to be a white country? That's a good question. Another question is, were we meant to be a Christian country? A lot of people talk about the separation of church and state that they forget. And this sounds like a very basic point, but it's true if you're new to the show here. The separation of church and state was actually about Anglicanism and the idea that the church was controlled by the state. It had nothing to do with separation of church and state in that the church shouldn't influence the people who run the state. In fact, that was encouraged. But like we saw with that question of Charlie Kirk, there's like, well, this thing only mentions God 4 times or whatever, Declaration of Independence or something mentions God 4 times. 4 times, okay? You only need to mention God once.
Mm-hmm.
Say in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God.
God is the Word.
God is the Word.
Like,
yes, there you go. And then there you go. That's all you need to say. This guy, Josh Howerton, brings this up. The claim from Vivek and these others that America was founded as a secular nation that didn't favor Christianity. Truth, you have to ignore an avalanche of primary source evidence to believe this. In 1854, a secular group protested that the U.S. government was too Christian and demanded the secularization of the public square. The House Judiciary Committee vehemently rejected their protest and said the following: had the people during the revolution had suspicion of any attempt to war against Christianity, that revolution would have been strangled in its cradle. At the time of the adoption of the Constitution and the amendments, the universal sentiment was that Christianity should be encouraged, not any one denomination. In this age, there could be no substitute to Christianity. That, in its general principles, is the great conservative element on which we must rely for the purity and the permanence of our free institutions. Further, here's the United States Judiciary Committee in 1853. We are Christians not because the law demands it, not to gain exclusive benefits or to avoid legal disabilities, but from choice and education, and in a land thus universally Christian. What is to be expected, what desired, but that we shall pay a due regard to Christianity. Even further, here's the United States House of Representatives in 1856 saying, the great and vital conservative element in our system is the belief of our people in the pure doctrines and divine truths of the gospel of Jesus Christ. So this is a serious conversation here. This is the only show I know where we can go from showing literally no-limb transgenders, talking about popcorn here, to then going back into theology. Yes, welcome to the Riff.
Let's do it.
Well, then you must have missed the last Glenn Beck podcast.
Oh, he got called out up there too.
Yeah, we'll look at it.
Yep.
But I want to bring this up. This is very serious. Extremely fundamental. That kid is us that was challenging Vivek right here. You can just put it on the screen. We don't have to put the audio up. We can put it up so you can see it. This kid was us. He's saying, look, Vivek, you're not conservative. You are your existence is progressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's what's hard for people to understand. Because look, there's no hate against Vivek because he's Indian. I think Indians should continue living in India, right? I hope that India is prosperous and successful, and that the Indians living in India have a great life living around Indians.
And that they figure out how to counter those predatory trains.
Yes.
And keep taking them out.
Correct. Gosh, it's hard to stay alive in that country. But I want all people to be successful in their nations. And in the very rare occasions, like that people need to move to other countries, people talk to me like, oh, the houses are cheap in Japan. I go, you are not Japanese, okay? Do not move to Japan. And it's like, but houses are cheap and the girls are. It's like, listen, man, unless you're desperate, don't do it. Because, you don't understand. I've lived in other countries. I've lived in China. I've lived in Korea. I've lived in Australia. And, speaking of, I've lived in Mexico for a while too, and kind of back and forth. I kind of live in between El Salvador at this point now too.
Mm-hmm. Feels that way.
It feels that way, yeah. Listen, that's not your people. You'll never understand those people the way that they understand themselves. You can't become those people. There's a rare instance where you really could be accepted by them. Those are very rare instances.
That instance would be like you marry someone, have kids, your kids marry another native, have kids, and then your grandkids maybe become those people.
But still, it doesn't matter if you're white and you marry. If my kids are Australian, yes, they are Australian and American, yeah. But in the end, they're European. Okay, my kids are Euro children.
Yeah,
all right, they're Euro children. Is my family happy that I married into an Irish family? Maybe not, because obviously the English, I'm not a big fan. But I will say, I'm more the idea of, I think we have to have white solidarity. I think we need to realize that we need to preserve our genes. There's nothing racist about that. There's nothing discriminatory about that. And I think that when you talk about Vivek, Ohio is not an Indian country. The only reason why it's not white is because Obama and Biden placed hundreds of thousands of Haitians and people into these states to destroy the ethnic homogeneity of the society. And with that, this kid is realizing, hey, we're losing our identity. We are a Christian state. How can you represent us as not being one of us?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer to that question is the Republican Party. He's not even from Ohio, right? That's not from Ohio.
I don't believe so.
Right, but
they just got
picked them.
Well, they got him out of there quick. He was, big with the Trump administration, and then when him and Elon started attacking people over the H-1B visas, and you had Vivek pretty much call everybody idiots in America and how we have to bring other people in because of our school systems. So it's kind of like he was the fall guy, and then they put him in Ohio so he could still stick around.
Well, by the way, somebody, Colin Dowen Riddle typed that, that India is actually working on a new population control plan.
Rail.
You see that? High-speed rail, yeah.
Depopulation.
Depopulation plan. Take more out at a time. Less survival chance.
But you make a good point. I mean, Vivek really is a one-issue voter because he flip-flopped. I mean, he was questioning Obama in like 2007 or whatever during the Obama's first presidential run. He's always been around people. It's not like he was a nobody who just sort of jumped in. He was certainly a lesser known person when he jumped into the political sphere, and then he immediately launched into the stratosphere with his popularity because he was really well spoken. And a lot of people, myself included, were like, there's something very seriously wrong. Like, this dude's a plant. But he's a one-issue voter. So it really doesn't matter what he says about the other stuff. He's going to win people over. Like, yeah.
No, he's not. Listen, he's not going to win. What you're having here is, I am telling you that our political system mirrors so much of the Chinese communist system, of the one-party system. You have, even though we have two parties, you have people dedicated to one party, not to ideas. And they create these fake pillars.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, we're for gun rights, against abortion, we love God, and we're patriotic. It's like, okay, hey, bud, my streets don't work. There's holes in them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pay that bill. What bill? All of them. Why is it that as an American I can get banned from Australia now and my government doesn't do anything about it? Like, why can't I? Why don't I have any power as an American anymore? Why does an American mean nothing? Like, why if I'm like, hey, to my representative or to the ambassador down there, like, hey, which I reached out to, it's like, okay, fucking, they banned you. And you're like, what does being American mean? Nothing. It's like, I can't advocate for me to the government, well, it's like they're liberals, by the way, appointed by Democrats, but it's like they care about if you're loyal to their party, and their parties are universally the same thing. They're only care. This is where you start sounding socialist. But if there's one thing that the Israeli issue did, they call it the horseshoe theory, that we're, the left and right are the same. It actually showed us where we can be common. Populist movements of the left and the right should find similarity. Like I've said, just because we want different solutions doesn't mean that we don't diagnose the same issues, right? It's like men and women are vehemently different. But if you're both horny and want sex, it's a very different experience, but it's still something you want. And if you want to have kids, it's a different way to produce the children, but you're still producing the child, right? You still want the same result. Even though the process is different to get there, you're still looking for the same end. And the way I look at it with politics, it's like our parties are looking for the same end. And it's honestly just to keep power and the control of the Israeli occupying force in our government, and to ensure that the central banking system remains powered by the petrodollar, so that the artificial wealth of the billionaire class remains stable. And then anyone who doesn't comply, we kill them. And that's what America is. And when you realize, it's so sad. I'm going to get in trouble saying this, but I will say it. No, I'm just saying, because it's going to say, when you realize that America the American people, I'll just say this, the American people are the good guys, but the country they think they live in hasn't existed for a long time. And the country they live in that they think they've died and fought for is actually the exact opposite and is actually a maliciously evil player in the world. They're just the most civil evil empire in history. The most civil evil empire in history. But like all empires, they're not evil because of our religion or our faith, because that's of the people. They're evil because, like all empires, they have no regard for their constituents. They have no regard for their people. And they go out and they do what they want for who? For the people who are financially supporting, benefited by, and control their government. Who are those people? Most of them are Zionists. Not all. Most. Many are Zionist Jews. But there are a ton of evangelical, as we mentioned, white Christians who are playing a role in this as well. And I think we got to get honest in the fact that we are in an empire, not in a nation, and that empire serves the interests of the empire, not of the people who live in Rome. And that's what you're experiencing. That's why it feels like shit. It's expensive and you don't get anything for it.
Exactly. And that's why I say Vivek is a one-issue voter. His one issue is supporting that uniparty and his people all at once, which means his issue is H-1Bs, which once again serves the empire, not the constituents.
No, I agree. I mean, it's really just a lot of repackaging. That's what they're doing with the H-1Bs. We closed the border, but we want to let over how many Chinese students? We want to let over how many people from, India? So it's just everything's repackaged. War, okay, no Ukraine, but yeah, let's go bomb, Iran or whatever it may be. So they just repackage it, make it look nice, and then we fall for it.
I fall for Henny's package too.
Oh, who doesn't?
Let's go.
I don't know. Let me see.
What are you pulling up?
I was trying to see if.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, everybody.
No, I was trying to see if Xavier had responded to my message, because this is what we need to do.
Do we get his day off? Like during his holiday, do we get the day off?
Are we gonna? Yeah. Do we have to come in?
Was I on the show? I don't know when I did it, but I called Sneeko the other night, and I didn't know that he was on air because apparently he's on this new app called Party.
Yeah. Myron just signed to it too.
Really?
Yep.
So is that like a streaming alternative like Kick was to Twitch? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened
I don't know
to
what
Kick?
that was.
It's still around, but I mean, Party's just taking some market share right now. I think Kick has probably blown through so much money, but also they have those huge gambling deals. So I don't imagine they're running out of money. But
it's an Australian billionaire that funds it, so they're
Is it
fine.
really?
Kick or Party?
Kick.
Okay. So Party is the new one, and that's where Sneeko is now?
I guess.
But he's
never
back
heard
on
of it.
YouTube. He got unbanned. You saw that?
He did, yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations to Sneeko for getting unbanned. That's very
it's
cool.
crazy.
So obviously, I got arrested by Secret Service. I'm going somewhere with this. I got arrested by Secret Service. It's not the first time, but I got arrested by Secret Service. And, I got my car taken per se, let's just say. Unfortunately, that time I got it back. And why did I get arrested? Well, because I brought a firearm into a secure zone where Donald Trump was. It's not good.
Oopsie, didn't see that one coming, huh?
Well, to be fair, to remind people, no, I was invited to a lobbying meeting at one of Trump's properties here in Florida, was not told that Trump was there, when it's not illegal to have a gun on you when Trump's not there. But then it becomes a federal secure zone. I went ahead and moved into there, got arrested, interrogated, booked. It was terrible. And it was in the sun for a long time being interrogated. Everyone knows that white people in the sun don't mix. And, I finally got out. I was like, went and sat down with some lobbyists. They bought me some shots. We got pretty wasted. And then the next day we were supposed to start our show with Sneeko called...
Did you forget?
Yeah. What was it called?
Controlled Chaos.
Controlled Chaos. Correct. It's been a long week, man.
Yeah.
So Controlled Chaos. And we actually built this studio for that show. So this was actually built. We built this place. It was very expensive. I built a studio for that show. And so I lost a lot of money. To this day, nobody's given me any money for that, but we turned it into a different show. And so I went online and I was really, really unfair to him because I had gotten some bad information, genuinely. I mean, like, maybe some of it was a little true, but it was inappropriate. You know what I mean? Like,
it doesn't matter.
The way I handled it was wrong. Like, it was just like, I could just admit today that it was an incorrect way to handle a beef with somebody. Even if I was in the right, you don't drag someone's name through the mud. You don't call them, slanderous like names, and I'm not gonna say anything like implicate myself. Nothing defamatory. It was just mean language. Shit you could say if you were like one-on-one, no one was watching, and you want to rip into someone and have a fight or whatever.
But not doing it on air.
Not doing it online. Yeah, it was really, really wrong of me, and I felt like that for a while. I'm like, God's been changing my heart, and I've been trying not to like unnecessarily just be rude to people, and I think he took it personally because he talked about it a lot on streams after that. Like, what was that about? Because I don't think I've really ever done that to someone in a long time. And so I had texted him a couple times recently, and had told him, hey, Sneeko, I don't expect you to respond to this message. I'm sure you're pretty hurt or upset, at that. Because I discredited him, basically. I was discrediting him, being like, I'm not going to repeat the things because it's not right, Yeah. But I was mad, man. I was mad. I lost money. You got in the way, but it shows you where I was at spiritually. I was spiritually bankrupt at the time, and I was, really thinking about money a lot and views and clicks, and he got in the way of my clicks and my views and shouldn't be successful. And because I'm trying to rebuild, right? I've had all my platforms taken. I'm gotta find a way to relaunch. These are all my friends. I'm not getting party deals. I'm not getting these deals. I'm trying to build myself up as a guy, and this guy's cock blocking my success. That's a very worldly way of thinking. That is a morally bankrupt. Yeah, that's our show. That was last year. It was supposed to start, huh?
Wasn't there?
Yeah, it was October last year, and.
Wow.
And man, we put a lot of money into it. And I think this is a show of sign of just what's been happening over the last year. I wanted to text him first because in his world, I want to be sensitive. In his world, people say things for clout, and they apologize for clout. Mm-hmm. And they'll be like, "Oh man, sorry." And it's like, "Sorry, I had sex with your girlfriend," and then they do it again. It's that's kind of people that are in that streamer world. They're horrible. Crazy. They're horrible. But I just want him to know, hey, I'm not going to just call you out of the blue. I just want to I'm going to be calling you soon. Mm-hmm. Called him, got on the phone. He did tell me, I was just like, "Hey man, I'm streaming. Can this wait?" I'm like, "No, dude, we need to talk. We'll just make it brief. I don't want to take away from your show, but I want to apologize." And I think I gave a heartfelt apology as much as I could in a minute because I didn't want to take away from his show.
At 2 a.m. or whatever it was.
It was midnight.
Okay.
But I'm up till that. This show doesn't even end till 10. Streamers are up late typically. This show would normally been till 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning every time. And I just felt like apologizing. And I go somewhere with this because I didn't see much of his response or anything, but I think the next day he got his YouTube back.
It was a day or two, yeah.
I think it was maybe the next day. I don't know.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
I don't know, but I think it was the next day. But I think that God told me to do that before then, because I think that if he had gotten his YouTube back, that it probably would have looked like I was just apologizing to him because he was getting some clout, or something, which was not my intention at all. I was really trying to be sincere, and I think it's a really, really good sign. Even with Xavier, Xavier, I called his boss one time when he spread some slander about me on the internet and got him in trouble. But his spy boss. But I bring up the fact that we need to pick our battles, and I think we also need to drop the shit, and we need to come back together. There's a couple other big players out there I've been talking to that I'm going to go fly out and be hanging out with and visiting and sort of just rekindling the friendship, because after Charlie got killed, I was really thinking about it. I'm like, Sneeko's fighting for truth. I don't care. The criticism about him don't matter to me, and some of them might be true. Who knows? But it's in the end, he's trying to do what's right. He's trying to spread truth. I don't like the Islam shit. I don't like everything.
Christ is king. It's true.
Yeah, I don't like everything that he says, but I do like him, and he's always been good to me. He's always been good at this show, and I've always thought he's one of the boys, and I fucked that up. And we don't ever need to make content together. I don't need your clout. I don't need anything, but I do believe that Sneeko is a good guy, and I think that he's trying. I think he's one of the boys. I think that was always a good crew. Myself, Myron, I even like Zerka. I talk to all the time. I wish Zerka and Tate would get along. What is that about? Why is Zerka always?
Who is Zerka?
Why is he always?
You don't know who
attacking
Zerka
Tate?
is?
No, I don't know who Zerka is.
Why is he attacking Tate all the time? I love Zerka.
Yeah, Zerka's great.
Zerka's a fantastic person.
He's a Albanian Chad. He knows a lot about like witchcraft, Gnosticism, but he's Christian. But he knows a lot about like conspiracy theories, Freemasonry, whatever, numerology, all this stuff. But he's Christian. So
I looked up Zerka. I couldn't find anything.
Zherka.
Zherka.
Did you ever watch the Nick debate against
Oh, yes.
Gavin?
Okay, I have seen this guy.
Yeah.
I thought he was Gypsy Crusader from afar.
Oh, yeah. He was the one who was Sieg-Heiled in the middle of our Nick and Vince James versus Gavin and Adam King debate. Also, Gavin has a YouTube channel now. Did you hear about that?
No, but that's good. Gavin McGinnis.
Yeah.
Well, I should talk to them. What I was gonna say is, man, I have a lot of broken relationships, and what I want to bring into this is we need to really hone on. I want to look at some more of the stuff that you brought into the document here. We're gonna take we're gonna talk about some of the stuff, then we're gonna go to locals. But I want to talk about some more. I want to finish this Vivek segment, do the rest on locals. Is that not only do people like to hear the drama and like to hear the back end, people love it. You guys love it. I know you guys love it. But also, the truth is we need to choose our enemies and really figure out who's the problem. And right now, I do believe that like more than like crazy lefties, who, by the way, okay, sorry, I'm gonna say crazy lefties like this person. Let me see if I can find it. Remember, do you know like people that lefty, the transgender who threatened us?
Yeah.
Insinuated that we should die. It's called a death threat.
That is what they call it.
Rosie Boa is now suing me.
Based.
Saying that, I just called you I just said you guys were Nazis.
Didn't he bring up guns and stuff?
I just said you were Nazis. I didn't say you should be killed. Hi, Rosie. Thanks to check this out. What is this? What is this message?
Thanks to Twitter.
I'll dumb it down for you. Nazis should be killed. And the person you brought up should have been killed too. What is this? The same thing. The same thing. How about this one? Okay, I am to the right of Charlie Kirk. Would it be funny if I was murdered? Well, you like Hans Hoppe, so kinda, yeah. You don't have a case. And to everybody else with their legal threats in the last 24 hours, cooked ya. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck,
or
bitch.
as they say in Boca Raton, Shabbat Shalom.
No, the amount of legal threats me and my team have gotten in the last few weeks has been insane. But dude, we're cooking people. I cooked someone so badly recently. I cooked someone so badly that they tried to take it to court. That's all I'm gonna say. I cooked them so badly. It's like, what are you gonna take me to court? What are you gonna go to court for? What do you want to go to court for?
Hurt feelings.
Exactly.
Damaged pride.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that every single person that has legally come my way has left their hat in the dryer a little too long. Their hats are smaller than small.
You gotta switch to like polyester, something that doesn't shrink,
I'm just saying. I want to bring this up. People that are fighting, I was really shocked by this. People that are fighting, I didn't know this. Henny brought this up. Apparently, Nikki Haley's son, check this out. Bring this up here. I want you to bring this up. This is pretty crazy. You told me about this. I don't know about this.
Sorry. Yeah, no. Yeah. Nikki Haley's son, he wrote a message to Vivek Ramaswamy talking about the coloring of his skin and everything. If you click on the tweet. Sorry, my eyes can't see. Oh, there you go.
Hold up.
All right. Wrong. America is not an idea. Otherwise, Liberia, which has a similar constitution, would be like the U.S. Also, the makeup isn't working for you.
And she's Indian too, right? He's Indian.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's at least part Indian. Didn't she marry a white guy or no?
Yeah, he's definitely got some Caucasoidal
something's
genotypic
yeah.
influence there.
He's got the Anglo.
He's got an Anglo. He's got an Anglo glow. Do you know what sucks though? Dude, I want to play something for you guys. I want to play something. Hey, Joey, did you get the clip up at all from the speech? Can you ask him if he got it up?
He's being raped.
Hold on. He'll probably. Yeah, here he is.
Did you get that clip up from the speech?
No, I didn't put it up.
Do you have it?
I can get it for you.
So we can play it right now?
Oh, we're going to play our favorite person?
Yeah. Put it up right now, please.
Oh, you're getting yelled at today, Braeden.
We did a speech at the University
You're
of
in
Florida.
trouble when you go home, buddy.
Oh, also, this is not even. Hey, this is a real picture. My family's in Australia right now, and my mom-in-law, she sent this from inside the house. That's crazy, huh? That's a huntsman.
Dude, those
on the
things
wall.
are scary.
That's crazy.
They're huge. They're like this big, and
They're about,
aggressive.
They're about like 4 to 8 inches across. They're like,
What?
they're
No.
like here. They're like here to here. And
but they're aggressive too.
People say 4 inches. That's as big as it gets.
4 inches is huge.
I was like, what? the heck?
Massive.
I've never seen anything bigger than that.
Unheard of.
Most things are 2 inches, 3 inches. That's even big.
3 inches pushing
That's
it.
huge.
For sure.
Don't ever let a girl tell you that spider's small, because 4 inches is about as big as you need as a spider.
Hey, the next time a girl says 4 inches is small, just take 4 inches off of her hair.
Yeah,
See your
exactly.
reaction then.
The new thing, that's the new thing, by the way, guys. If you're single and girls ask you your age because you're getting a little bit older, ask them their weight. So like a girl's like 21 and you're like 35 and they're like, you're trying to hit on them because, you know, the crazy thing is you get older, but the girls stay the same age and they're just as hot.
Matthew
But-
McConaughey.
Yeah, but then they go, so they ask you like, oh, hey, how old are you? Well, how old do you go? How much do you weigh? And you go, I thought we just asked each other personal questions that don't matter. Right? It works. So I've heard. No, but that's that guy. He does it on TikTok. It's so good, you know, when they ask him like, so they ask him and he goes, what's your weight? And makes him step on a scale. You
He
see that
brings
one?
the scale.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen that one. Yeah.
That's so
Didn't he do a
good.
collab with Hermes? I feel like they must have.
You know, Hermes hit me back up. I need to write
Hermes
him.
or Hermes?
Hermes. It's
Hermes,
Hermes.
okay.
Hermes.
Oh, okay.
It's actually Hermes.
Hermes like something you caught. That
It's
doesn't-
Hermes. That's how you say it.
Oh, I didn't know.
Hermes. Hermes.
I always thought it was Hermes, like the
Sounds
Greek
like-
god.
Sounds like a
Well,
Sesame
Hermes-
Street character.
Hermes.
Is that really how it's pronounced? Oh man, I'm retarded. Never mind.
It's mayonnaise.
True.
Mustard. Bologna. I need help. Okay. That being said, I liked how we lost a bunch of our viewers during the no limbs gay section.
What?
I know. That's
People
crazy.
didn't want to watch that? Are you kidding
Someone
me?
else said, stop pumping your meat so fast, Brandon. Okay. Why does everyone call you Brandon?
I think it's autocorrect.
Someone put in the comments before that it keeps autocorrecting.
Yeah, people have said it always keeps autocorrecting to Braeden as with an O-N and Brandon.
Check this out. $1 meme from Doomsday Cracker in the chat. We can bring this up for a second. $1. Thank you very much.
Super based.
I like how we've combined memes now. Okay, so we're gonna go over to the locals in a second. I just want to play this clip. Are we getting up or are we not gonna be able to get up? It's fine if we're not.
Yeah, he's putting it up on Instagram.
No, onto X.
Oh, it's X. Okay.
I need
Yeah,
to.
X.
Can't he just pull it from the Dropbox?
No, I can't. I need to play it on social for the sound work and stuff. Then I have to download it. And
You're
it's-
done, buddy.
That's game
Yeah.
over. Well played.
You're done.
Okay, I
You
want to
ruined
bring up one more thing here.
GG.
I did have a response.
We did our best.
I did
ladies
have a
and
response to what was going on here. Megan
Yeah.
Basham is somebody else who I think I apologize to.
We are not the
From
same.
Daily Wire said you are biblically allowed to oppose immigration policies that change your country's culture from this to this, and you have this to this. Yeah, dude.
We are. Not
I don't
the same.
want that. Get
No.
that the
I
hell
said
away
we must
from
change
my
our
country.
immigration to prevent demon worshippers from flooding our country.
100%.
I also brought this up too as well. You can follow me here on X at Elijah Schaefer. There's one more post that did pretty well, and I'm not actually shocked about it. We can go down. Oh yeah, here we go. Man. Oh yeah, here it is. I shared this. 3.7 thousand likes. I said Vivek is a demon worshiper and must be rejected. I honestly do not believe we should allow people who worship demons to have authority. It's like, does it matter my religion? We need to start being based. Like, yes,
Yes,
it does.
it does. Are you kidding?
Yes, it does.
What do you mean?
You believe in demons, sir. That is not good for our nation. You guys are, your country is backwards because you worship demons. You're literally worship demons. That's why you guys don't know. The only reason why you have any progress is because of the British and the Muslim development in your country, right? This is why Pakistan is gross, but India is grosser, you know? But it's like, but there's also something wrong with the DNA of people, hypothetically speaking, according to some experts, which are not myself. To catch myself there. See what I'm saying? Going to some because like, you know, Aboriginals are Indians. Do you know that? Aboriginals are Northern Indians. Yeah,
Okay.
they're Northern Indians. They're the exact same DNA.
Yep.
They're not doing well.
Mm-mm.
The Indians, they're not doing well. And so many of them are not doing well. They had to create a caste system. There's only very few of them actually can do well. And then you split off the British protectorate, splits off the Muslim Indians and the Hindu Indians, so they create Pakistan. Kashmir belongs to Pakistan. Vashnu. It belongs to them. To tell an Indian that Kashmir, and I know an Indian's like, bloody, fuck you, bloody. Say, hey, Kashmir belongs to Pakistan. They blow up.
That's it.
I say it to customer service agents.
Get Ed on the phone right now.
Kashmir belongs
Kashmir,
to Pakistan.
that's the land like between India and Pakistan that they decide, like, because like Pakistan thinks they own India, India thinks they own Pakistan. It's like their people. So like Kashmir is like where they're always, it's where they always do that, like that crazy walking. You ever seen that?
Yeah, yeah.
The Indian Guard shit. You ever seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Kashmir. And
Okay.
you say, and they always artillerying each other, just be assholes. And the Indians think it's like calling your mother a whore to them. It's like.
But
it's
also,
like
if you just call their mother a bad whatever, it could be anything.
a bloody bastard cunt is what they say.
That will be enough. Yeah, that'll set them
Do
off.
you ever notice how they curse too? They add so many
Random words?
They're like,
Well, they
fuck
add-
you, bloody bastard cunt. You fuck you, mother whore. And you're like, that's not
Sounds like
English.
Tourette's, if anything.
not English.
It
That's
isn't.
crazy.
It's not English. It's not English. Sorry, Joey, for putting you on the spot there. I apologize for that. Joey has been working very, very hard.
It's okay. We could go through a super chat on YouTube.
Oh, we have one? Okay.
We have a $20.
Let's go. $20 super chat on YouTube. You haven't done it all show.
I haven't.
He's actually, yeah, he has. I've looked over and called him like 3 times.
I only do it because he does that. He always does that. Like,
Yeah.
Popping my elbow.
But he does it everywhere, like on the train and
I just
during
be
the
doing
event.
it. That or the
and-
peck popping thing where you
what
like.
about that, though? What about that? Where's yours? Where's
Yeah,
yours?
see, I freaking covered, man. I got nothing.
Mendoza's actually doing it too. What the hell's going on here?
We're just having some
All
fun
right.
back here.
Says you guys are awesome, so thank you for that. And this show is my new favorite. Absolutely love everything you're doing in the same sense of what you were just discussing. When the hell Fuentes and Candace ever make up? They're fighting for number 1 spot.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They're fighting. They're fighting for number 1 spot. It's like brother and sister fighting for mom and dad's attention. Candace is currently more popular in terms of views, in terms of universally. But like if I talk to people, everybody that I speak to knows who Candace Owens is. But if I talk to young men, they all know who Fuentes is. A lot of girls don't know who Fuentes is, but more of them are.
A lot of girls know Candace, though.
Correct. All of them do.
Yeah.
And
A lot of
them
them like Candace. She's winning a lot of young girls over.
Correct. And especially house moms.
Yeah.
I'd argue that a lot of girls are starting to know who Fuentes is as
Well,
as evidenced in this video right
What
here.
the TikTok videos that were coming out too?
What?
Damn!
Is this the
It's
Call
AI.
Her Daddy podcast?
No, it's not.
The haters will say it's AI.
What was
Mike.
this?
It's a Red Scare, but then they AI'd it.
Oh, is that who's that girl again?
Dasha Nekrasova. Yeah.
Yeah. Did Dasha? Dasha? I thought she was a bapper.
Dude, AI.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she is like a. Well, I mean, I guess they'll talk about it more in the episode, but yeah,
Does
she is
Dasha
kind
have
of
a podcast?
yeah, Red Scare. It's really big.
Dude, AI.
What?
We're so
I don't know
cooked.
anything about this.
Yeah, I've never listened to it because it's like constant vocal fry, and it's a little.
Oh, we should have Dasha on. I mean, I
Jarring.
just found out about her like 3 days ago because there was some like edit. She's cute. And
Yeah,
like,
she's cute. Yeah, yeah.
And like there was like a Dasha edit, and I was like, oh, who's this cutie pie? Like Nazi girl. Like, you know, obviously because I wanted to condemn her. No, because I want to condemn her. I want to
course.
condemn her.
So,
No,
all right.
because I want to condemn her. I was like, who's this? 'Cause, you know, in our space, I was like, can we bring on another woman to piss off our audience, right? Can we bring on another woman on the show to make her mad? Make them mad.
The clip is up.
Well,
by the way.
yeah, I was about to say.
This is
Speaking about condemning, let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So here's what happened in our speech. Check this out. Is it on? Where is it? Oh, okay. Give me a second here, guys. If you're on audio only, don't forget to go to audio only. We'll be after this. We'll be headed to Locals, ElijahSchaefer.locals.com. Make sure if you're watching on Rumble to hit that red join button. If you're on YouTube, you can join today. It's just a few dollars a month, and it really helps us out a lot. You don't understand how great that is. Make sure you check it out. By the way, $10 from ALX. So Braeden should ask X about how many RTs for the frosted popcorn cut.
Oh,
it is
see,
ALX.
Wait, I just hit 50,000 on Instagram. I was gonna do like, you know how people will squeeze a watermelon or crush like a pumpkin with their legs or something. I wanted to do something really stupid like that because I've always wondered.
Do you know that?
I want to do it with my hands though. I want to like break a watermelon just with my hands.
Do you want to know what's even better? Do you know that in Chinese and Asian countries, particularly Mongolia, in order to train the harem, the sex toys for Genghis Khan and for the Khans, they'd have to train until they could break a watermelon with their thighs. This is not a joke. So that they could literally
That's crazy.
I'll let you think of what that's for, but they wanted to teach them how to squeeze so tight and create so much friction from that part of their body to serve God, right? To serve God.
That's crazy.
To serve God, that they were not ready until they could break a watermelon between their legs, their thighs.
Wow.
That's insane, huh? So they have to train.
That's crazy. Anyways,
Gotta get back
thanks,
to that
ALX.
culture.
Love
Shout
you,
out to
bro.
ALX. Follow ALX. I think that
It is
ALX.
actually ALX, yeah.
Just so you guys know, follow ALX before we watch this. A call out for us right here. You can follow him.
ALX
He's
is a dope.
huge.
He's actually the reason I got my TikTok back because he was the first one to boost my post, to retweet my post.
Yeah,
Like,
you got
really-
it back. Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
got
thank you
my.
to ALX.
Oh yeah, the TikTok is back. We're back, baby. Yes, it was actually ALX who retweeted it first, and so that's the reason it got in front of so many people. And then people at the White House were like, "Oh shoot, we really should unban this guy." So thank you, bro. Love you.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy. Thank you, ALX. I think he's gonna give you a little gift or something. Maybe. Who knows? We don't know.
Nobody knows.
Maybe he will.
Nobody knows.
All right, check this out. Here's the clip from the Rift. Right in our right from our speech. It's sorry, it's not like the greatest quality because she's not on there. Listen to this woman. We got done with an epic speech memorializing Charlie Kirk. We had about 70 people there. Pretty good for a small little room.
It was solid.
hanging
We
out.
filled the room.
We filled the whole room up. Very, very happy about it. And we also filled out our t-shirts too. People noticed. It's true. Check this out.
My name is Crystal Marule, and I came. I didn't know what you were going to talk about. But I came because Brandon, I know your mom. She's been representing Parents Demanding Justice Alliance up in Washington, D.C. with Kelly Walker. And my story is one of the stories in the dossier. I've had the school board weaponized against me here in the local Alachua County. My son, you may have seen on local news, he had a history teacher nominate him as most likely to become a dictator, and he received an award for it. And anyway, we reported it, and it's made national headlines that we're pushing back against the school district for treating conservative families like that. So I came with all the desire to really like what I was hearing tonight from you, to support you, particularly just because I'm such a fan of your mom. She's had me on her podcast, and I'm so grateful. But I have to say, I am just so saddened by the anti-Semitism that I'm hearing coming from you. All jokes aside, they're not funny, and it is anti-Semitic. And saying, I don't really mean that about the Jewish people, and then to mock, you're laughing now. I just don't appreciate that.
Am I laughing?
No, him.
Oh, no, I'm not laughing.
I don't appreciate that. And to bow your head and to pray to God, who is the God of the Jews. He's the God who chose them as his chosen people. I find it very disheartening. And I think, Brandon, I'll speak to you because I know your mom. I think you need to be careful of this path you're going down. I don't think Jay pilling is the right way to talk about this.
Be respectful. She's tried to share from her heart. She's sincere, right? So
I am sincere, and I'm a huge fan of Charlie Kirk. We saw him on campus with my son. We are equally being challenged by the local community for the same things that he was saying. And I think this is really dishonor to his name because I don't think he would appreciate the way that you guys have been pushing your perspectives, and you're playing with the same identity politics that the left plays with, that I felt just as uncomfortable 10 years ago when I'd sit in faculty meetings and hear them talk about their leftist perspectives. And I'm feeling the same thing here. This is not the direction that I think the party would need to go into or the right needs to go into. And I personally do not support 95% of what I heard coming from you, but I do think we need to fight for truth. I agree with you on that. I think we need to seek for truth. And I think you're missing the mark. And I just want to say that. And I stayed to the end so I can make my comments because I was just really disappointed with what I heard. And I thought it was very offensive and very anti-Semitic. So thank you.
Yeah, I was about thank you for coming. I mean, we're glad that you stayed till the end, that you heard what we had to say. You're more than welcome to have a completely different opinion. That's fine. We don't intend to silence people just because we disagree with them. I thought we made it very evident that we don't hate any group of people specifically for who that group of people are, right? That would be completely unchristian. Right?
did with the jokes and the comments and the ones that come from mislocation.
Well, jokes. Yeah, the show specifically is comedic. We make jokes. We make jokes about everything. So so just putting that to the side.
Hey, we're making jokes about him being Mexican. We're making
And he's one of our guys. Like,
yeah, this is our friend.
We're
having a literally. So I just want to say this. I don't want to spend too much time, but
yeah.
Number one, I respect you. Obviously, a very brave woman. You're obviously a very brave. You're obviously a very brave woman. You're willing to stand up and oppose people that are standing here. You also are a committed woman in terms of the truth. You stood through the whole thing, which you're obviously not easily offended because you are able to sit through and listen to opposition. I respectfully understand your position. I know where you're coming from because I have a lot of family who has similar positions. Just two comments. Number one, thank you for the work that you've done outside of this question. And I think there's I think it's fantastic that you're standing up and that I feel very, very saddened to you that there's a school board and people are targeting you and isolating you and alienating you. I will say that though, to respectfully say that I totally know why this looks that way to you. And I also would say that there is definitely two different factions in the right wing, people more with your perspective and this, but the things I'm saying tonight reflect a lot of what Charlie was actually saying the last 2 weeks that he was murdered. If you watched his show, which I did, he was talking about all this stuff about Jewish power, Netanyahu. He's writing a letter to Netanyahu. So,
but I've also heard about Clavin or whoever it is that works with Turning coming out and talking about the text message. Colvett,
yeah,
talking about his text messages, and I don't think Charlie would agree with half the way that you're framing the Jewish question. I really don't. He may have said that in a private message, frustrated because he lost a donor of $2 million or whatnot, but I don't think he would speak in these terms, and I think you know that he wouldn't have. Now, I don't think he miraculously completely changed his worldview in the last 2 weeks just because he had frustration over one donor that dropped him.
It was, so I'll go on this. We want to go on to other questions, but I will tell you this. So there are private conversations that I've had that would respectfully say, yeah, Charlie didn't think exactly like me. That's the beauty. He totally doesn't think exactly like me. He wouldn't use the exact same phrase because he has a different mission, a different calling, and he's on a different platform. And I think that's very respectful. However, he didn't personally invite me to platform me at his conference, and I was told that there was no disagreements, and I know things were changing. So the conversation I had behind the scenes and the things that I know, some of which I won't even say out of respect for his own legacy and respect for his own family, I do not feel like I'm doing any dishonoring to him or to them. And I also would agree with you, though, and anyone, that I don't think there's anyone else out in this industry that would probably do exactly what I've doing or done. Now, unfortunately, because his mom, you're gonna be in trouble. Right. That's scary. But no, it sounds like you're in trouble. But I
came out of here for support, completely unaware of who you guys were, what you're saying. That's what motivated me to
Thank
come.
you.
And that's why I'm here as a conservative who's been put through the fire, who has skin in the game, who is clearly willing to stand up in very uncomfortable environments.
She said for skin in the game.
And push back. And that is what I'm doing because I was very, very disappointed with a lot of those topics and how they're presented. And I just want the hegemony in this room to be broken for anyone else who's uncomfortable with the anti-Semitism. So
yeah, well, no one else was uncomfortable because we didn't say anything antiseptic.
I know Elijah very well.
Here's my producer.
Absolute certain. You don't think? I worked with Elijah for a long time. Proud Jew, proud Zionist, and I can tell you with absolute certainty. Now, I don't know these other gentlemen, but I would assume that you guys share similar values. I can tell you with absolute certainty that Elijah is most definitely not an anti-Semite. I've been working with him for a long time, and he's known that I'm.
You're Jewish, Zionist, and we work together.
I'm not like super Jew, but I am most definitely a Zionist, and he's known my.
I got your hat.
I forgot my hat. Sorry. But I can tell you with absolute certainty that he's not a anti-Semite. I promise you that.
I appreciate that.
But also,
you disagree with me on this topic.
We disagree on certain things, and also, like, I have a sense of humor, and I know he's got a unique sense of humor. And what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. You can crack wise all day long, but I can tell you for sure that now Zionism is essentially just. All
right, we can cut that here. So that was Todd. Todd is one of my original producers. He's actually the first producer. He helped me found Slightly Offensive back in 2018 in LA. Now, I call myself a California conservative because my producer he worked part-time for me, and the other part-time he produced porn for like Brazzers. That's not a joke.
He was just, because slightly offensive, you know, he was just full-time porn then, pretty much.
Correct.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
the other time was straight, and with me it was gay.
Yes, makes sense.
But no, but this is not a joke. This is like, people have always misconstrued me. I mean, this genuinely, they've misconstrued me. It's like, yo, a porn producer created slightly offensive. Like, I want people to grasp that, okay?
Makes more sense now.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be a conservative show.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought lefties were retarded. Like, and I wanted to fight back, right? And I thought that, I'm not going to get to the whole thing because everyone knows it, but my point is, we can talk about things for the rest of the show's history, but the point is we started it to just be offensive to lefties because we thought that they were stupid. And this is where the conversations change, because like, this is me, if she sees this, gonna be so sad. I was so respectful to her there. Because you have to be respectful to people to their face. And I'll try to be respectful now. It's like, this woman's retarded. Like, no, it's true. She has like James Lindsay Ivy in her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She's like a Constantine kissing blunt at night and smokes, you know, trigonometry podcast. But my point is that like, that's like Todd's looking at me. It's like Todd's a Zionist and I'm not a Zionist. And we come together and we never talked about Israel for the first couple of years, not because we were afraid of it, because we didn't care about it.
Mm-hmm.
There was all these like, lefties being like, Trump is gonna rape all of us. You remember like all the women's rights
Yep.
things, like, and there's a Me Too movement.
The
which
marches.
I got Me Too'd. So then I guess that sucks. But also it's like, you know, women would be like, back 25 years ago, a guy looked at me and he eye-raped me. This is a real speech, by the way. He eye-raped me. And I was like, you eye-raped you? I remember that first. I go, what the hell is that? What the hell? You know that one where he goes, Daddy, chill. What the hell is even that? You ever seen that clip?
I was waiting for Mike to pull up that picture
What
of me.
the hell is even that? He eye raped you? Jeez. The only person I want eye raping me is Rob Smith and Xavier DeRousseau.
Not Brandon Tatum?
Brandon Tatum wouldn't eye rape a man.
Oh.
Just a shekel or two. Anyway, it started that, and that was Todd. So my point is, like, Todd was a fun guy, and he was a nice guy, and I think that we've lost that, where it's like the rights are like, what happened? Where all these people that are against Israel come out of? You go, you're the ones who brought the issue into the mainstream. You're trying to force us to like you, and that's not how liking works. Respect isn't like, you can't buy people and force us to like you, just like we didn't like the retarded lefties who were against Trump. We don't like people that are forcing their politics and their stupidity onto us. We don't like that, whether it's the Women's March, the Me Too movement, the March for Our Lives, and the Zionist revolution today. We don't want any of it. So we've never stopped thinking the lefties are stupid, but then we also realized what this girl doesn't realize. We started realizing who actually was behind feminism. Who's behind pornography?
Mm-hmm.
Who's behind
Transgenderism.
Mm-hmm. What books were they burning? And we started asking questions.
Why were
like,
the slave auctions closed on Saturdays?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, in America, the slave auctions were closed on Saturdays.
On Saturdays?
Yeah.
Ship owners.
Didn't you hear the early Christians worshipped on the Sabbath?
No, I didn't
That's
know
what the
about
Seventh
that.
Day Adventists say.
Dude,
They're
thank you
like,
for telling
all
me
of the
that.
Christians did the Sabbath until the Catholic Church, the demon, came and said, do it on Sunday instead. So now you know.
Well, it was nice of them to give our Saturdays off. At least we didn't. My family never saved more money except on Saturdays. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. No, but jokes aside, yeah. I mean, like, this was I think what's happening is this woman was there and she was like, I'm gonna tell everyone, and if anyone wants to break the hegemony, everyone's just like, gay. You know, like
Everybody looked so miserable when she
nobody
was
agreed.
talking too. They're like, everybody was laughing the whole time, and as soon as she starts talking, everybody just looks so miserable. Like, shut this bitch up, please.
Yeah, but I'm too kind. I mean, we could have taken.
No, we
roast.
did the right
It was the
way.
right thing to do. We
Yeah.
have to treat people with respect. I do think so. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that. Someone said, was that guy? Someone's like, Anyways, that's all I was gonna say. But by the way, down the road, That's why, like, I never really was a conservative, but whatever I've become, whatever I've turned into, it's dangerous. It's dangerous because I'm like pretty fundamental. That's all I'm saying. I'm pretty fundamental. You know, I'm pretty fundamental in how we need to change our country.
Yeah.
And someone said, "Oh, so Elijah isn't our guy?"
No, that's because they heard about your producer.
Oh, dude.
Or that you meant being a fluffer or something? How was
What's
it?
a fluffer?
I don't know. That's what you told me. I'm confused.
We weren't supposed to talk about that publicly.
Sorry.
We can move on.
Actually, people say that in the comments. What it actually is, I actually don't know. But people always say I was a fluffer.
I think it's I think it's someone in between sets that helps keep the guy hard or something.
It's a porn thing.
I've heard about this. Dude, when I was
Why do you know that, Henny? That's weird.
I'm just saying. I'm reading it here.
When I was in LA, I was working. I was working for a YouTuber. I was working for a YouTuber, kind of helping produce. That ran a porn company. This is not a joke. And then I found a producer that kind of way too. That was like a porn producer, and that's kind of how we started Slightly Offensive. Well, I started independently, and then I like wanted to turn it into something. So the first people that contacted me was a Jewish guy, with no pun intended. A Jewish guy reached out and was like, "Hey, I work for Paramount, and like I create like those digital stuff and in Marvel movies and stuff, and they have like screens called
CGI, yeah.
Yeah, but sure. But he was just like, I create things, and I want to help you. And so we built this, and then like a couple weeks later, I got a call from a talent agency. Dude, my career started fast. I was like a plant, but it was like talent agency, and then go work for Blaze, like I've mentioned. And then I found out years later they thought I was gay and Jewish. I've always mentioned that. That's why they gave me a job. Because they spoke to like my producer. My producer's name, Todd Siegel. He's got the Jewish name, and he's talking about me. We're talking like this, and he got Todd Siegel and Elijah Schaefer, and we're gonna go out and we're gonna make ourselves a show. It's gonna be so great. There's gonna be pornography, but it's gonna be baked in like the lampshades that were baked from the soap. I don't know what they say anymore, but that was the plan. And unfortunately, when Mark Levin found out, what happened there?
What?
He unplugged his headphones.
Oh.
No, I got a call from Mark Levin. He beams in. They put nanoparticles into you when you work there, and then Mark Levin can beam into your brain and communicate to your CNS. I was like, we went in there, and then basically, I remember it was like, I remember the conversation. Like, you would be sitting at a place with like Mark, and he'd be like, as a young Jewish guy like yourself, and you'd just be sitting there like, not saying anything, like, you know how many conversations I was in? Like, I got invited to like Shabbat meetings, and like I would be sitting at tables. Like I got set at a table with a bunch of Jewish people, and it was like literally a table where, and the girl was like, they put all of us in the tribe in one table because they think we all get along. And I was sitting there, I was like, confused, like a tribe called Quest.
Yeah, what type of tribe? Wait, what?
A tribe dude, forever people thought I was Jewish, and I didn't know what to do because I realized it was helping my career a lot. And I remember I literally told my now wife, I was like, I kind of wish I was Jewish. She's like, why? I was like, because I think my career would be better. Like people that think I'm Jewish, I remember went to like PragerU with Will Witt back in those days, and I remember meeting like Marissa and some of the people. And I remember like two people there were like, so where do you go? Are you Orthodox? And now I like back in the day, I was thinking like, oh, like Orthodox Christian, but that's not what they meant.
No, not that Orthodox.
And I was like, no, I don't think I'm really Orthodox. Not Orthodox. No, not really. And I'm like, oh, everybody just thought but my name is very Jewish, a very Hebrew name,
Yeah.
It's literally Hebrew. So
that's why you found a Jewish wife.
Correct.
Jewish kids.
That's actually a prominent
that comment you put.
Yeah, he's a prominent white supremacist. I don't know who he is. Maybe he's a white supremacist. I have no idea. But you don't know anybody's shit. Okay.
Also, by the way, I just found a clip from when Todd was on the show.
Yeah, we should watch it.
I was actually thinking about this the other day because it's just funny because he was cracking up at this. But
real fast, I want to read a couple things. By the way, my entire feed here. Oh, play that. Is that Todd?
Yeah, I don't know if I have audio. I think I have to turn audio on real quick. So give me a second.
Todd was on our show.
Yeah, I think twice.
Oh, he was always too afraid to go on. That's good. I said this. My entire feed is pro-Israel content. Anyone else? This is one of the funniest things ever. And everyone's agreeing with me, 10,000 likes. And the only people that disagree with me, like this guy's like, no, unfortunately, mine showed me your tweet and you're a wicked anti-Semite. I click on his last post. I want to get my picture taken at the Western Wall just because it makes all the right people mad. Not the best motivation, I'll grant you. And the only other person disagreeing with me, you go down, you go, where's this guy? Oh, where is he? It was Larry Friedman. It's like, I find content of cheating on your wife, that's adultery. It's like Nimi Yamini, also Jewish.
Who was like begging to come on the show. By
Yeah,
the
who's
way.
begging to come on the show. What's up with this new thing? What's up with this new like talk about all this stuff? So now they're just coming after my marriage again. What is this? Then you have no, but it was a guy named like it was like the one top comment that was like, oh, I disagree with this. I have all pro Hamas content. His name was like Larry Feinberg, and you're like, wow, you got like Nimi Yamini and like, you know, Joel Sherrod, and you guys are disagreeing with me that there's not pro-Israel content. I wonder what your bias could be.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what your bias could be.
The tribe.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's getting crazy. It's like, and then what's funny is like you say, this is what they do. You say something like, it's not even an attack statement, right? This is how bad they're losing the war. This is not even a joke. These people are losing the information war so bad. You say something like, look at this. It's very simple. My entire feed is pro-Israel content. Anyone else? I didn't even say it was a bad thing. I didn't mention it was bad. And then what does Sherrod do? He calls me a wicked anti-Semite. He says I'm wicked. And then the bald guy says adultery. It's like, what does it have to do with any of this? That's kind of the tactics they use. Where it's like, what the fuck does that have to do with this post? And you're not discrediting what I'm saying. And you're not even
they never call
disagreeing.
you a liar. They just call you an anti-Semite, or they call you names. Or,
Yeah. And it's like pretty crazy because you're just like, and they think it matters to me. Like, dude, call me whatever you want, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Say I did every evil thing in the book. I'm telling the truth. I got ya. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You've been exposed, and it's not like you. It's not like there's a guy named the Jew. You know, it's like it's not what it is. It's just like I'm saying there's a foreign government that is influencing our politics, and they're influencing our algorithms right now. But I wanted to bring this up. I thought was funny. I don't even know if that's true. I don't even know if that's true. I don't even know.
Check that one.
Where is this guy from last night? Oh yeah, he said this. This guy named Bobby Thorne, Chad guy looks. I mean, like you click on his it's like a Chad. We love our Chads. Cool guy, probably a nice guy. He says white pride, right? He's got Hermes follows him. Probably a cool guy. Welcome to come on the show ever too. I mean, he seems like a nice guy. And he said, hey, I'm just asking you to clarify what you said yesterday, CPIC. Depending on who is Jewish in your family, it might hurt your ability to be objective on the JQ. And I mean, you're the one that put it out there for the world to see. So I said, wait, I thought.
You took it down? The boyfriend thing?
No, it was supposed to, no. Or maybe I didn't, right? Oh, here it is. It was back. He said, for the sake of you being able to trust your discussions of Jews, I said, that's under this. Unbiased, can you tell us who in your family is Jewish? I said, yeah, I am Jewish, my daughter is Jewish, and my boyfriend is Jewish. That's what you have to tell people.
So base.
On all sides of these arguments, it's gotten so ridiculous. You're just like.
Just go with it.
Yeah. They call me like, yeah. It's like kind of crazy. But at the same time, it's, you know, we can't be gaslit. Anyways, we'll see you over at Locals. We have a couple super chats to read before we go up there. We have a $20 super chat. Let's go. Yeah. Someone said, Officer Tatum says he's only spit on once. Okay. Let me see. Oh, $20 from Jax. Let's go. Should more men with power speak out and stand up for Candace Owens, Anna Kasparian, and Megyn Kelly from attacks from Zionists? From Zionist, just singular. Jeremiah Zionist, they call him. Yeah, you know, I don't have time to do the extra content, but I actually put publicly. I mean, at least I comment on their stuff, and I'm saying, hey, there's a struggle session against Megyn Kelly. Mm-hmm. Anna Kasparian has been at war with the Zionists forever. That's not. The Young Turks have always been like, you know, up there. Candace Owens, you know, has hundreds of millions of dollars. I think she's
that clip of her rubbing her hands is going like everywhere.
Oh, Kasparian?
From the Young Turks, yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Did you see it?
No.
I'm gonna play it for you.
Wait,
Did you see?
Yes.
First,
She's like
let me-
rubbing
first
her
Oh,
let me
hold
just
on. We
play
have
this
the clip with Todd.
of Todd. Yeah,
Oh, let's play it. Here we go.
I just think it's funny, but wait, why am I not getting audio?
Oh, good job.
Because you probably don't have the audio turned on over there in the audio thing. You probably don't have like the
No, it
little-
is. The box is checked. I don't know what it is. Oh, wait. I think maybe this one. Yeah, it's this one. All right. Oh, never mind. Okay, I don't know what the hell it's going. Oh, wait, is it the? Might be the tab. Yeah, it's a tab. That was it.
I was gonna say I can go fix it in 5 seconds. I knew it. It was either the tab. Watch this.
I did think that, you know.
I just remember he was cracking up about that. Yeah.
He was so drunk. Oh my gosh.
Also, at the beginning of the episode, his like nose is just like poking into your shot. Hold on, let's see. Hold on, let me see.
Oh my gosh.
It's just his nose poking in. I don't know if I can zoom in.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Dude, I love how someone said I would say somebody asked me why I was saying that I wasn't circumcised. If I said that publicly, it was probably like my editor in chief or someone trolling off my account, because I have actually been circumcised twice. So that's a true story.
I've been 3 times actually.
Really?
So there. Yeah.
I did that.
You guys are having a showdown.
How about
here.
that? Yeah. It's a hood off actually.
Yeah.
Someone
there
else
you
said
go.
El Pot said Elijah never called it fluffing. He calls it a good time.
That's why you didn't understand.
Well, I kind of assumed.
I was like, he's not getting it. I thought this is what he did.
You know what's crazy though? Someone said they were really shocked to find out tonight that there's Jews involved in the porn industry.
No way. Is there? Next, you'll tell me banking, music, and all this other stuff.
I won't believe it.
There's
I
no
need
way.
proof. I need like
We need to get that lady on here.
Well, I'm going to break the hegemony and then say that's not true. By the way, like, does that even make sense grammatically? I don't think it does. Break the hegemony. It's like the ruling class.
I think that well, I think she's like saying like hegemony, but yeah, I think she's saying like the aggregate agreeable like position in here, like there's like I think she's I think it does work.
it is. It's grammatically correct.
I think
just
it does
double
work.
checked
It's
it.
just that no, I think it does work. It's just like not what someone who cares about the like. This is exactly the problem with academics. That's not the way you would speak to people in their early 20s and late teens.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it
If
is.
you want to like, we shall therefore here break the hegemony of
Bring
the
forth the finest.
yes of the
Break
bourgeois.
it.
It's like okay, just be like, yo, hey, everyone here, if you disagree, maybe stand up with me right now. That would have been so funny. She's like, stand up with me if you disagree. Come on, and everyone just like stares.
Everybody
at her.
would have. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is break the hegemony is the right word. It's like, you know, break the influence of a powerful group or something. But she's using it in the wrong sense, because how are we the influencing powerful group? That's not us.
If you want to speak to the youth, you got to be like this guy. You got to be aura farming.
Is that Breland Hollihan?
Yeah.
Let's
It's
go.
look, it's not kids at the event. Do you
I
notice
know,
that?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's the old white liberals who aren't at the Antifa Portland things in their frog outfits.
It's not. Yeah, look at this. Let's
Them
do a
boomers.
comparison. Look at this. Look
Look
at our event.
event versus Bryland.
Look at our event. Exactly. Look at this. These are all young people. These are all young guys. Look.
We had girls there too.
Oh, look, that's the guy in the back that was talking about, like, the third guy back behind the guy in the shades. Because the guy was telling me about, like, yeah, that we, we're gonna get pussy. And I was like, bro, that was what I was saying about how, like, I don't know if that's what we're doing tonight. Obviously, that was the girl who asked the question. And it turned out, unfortunately, that she was not a Christian or a Mormon. She was something else. But we'll find out about that later. No, but look at these guys. Too. These are these are young guys. Oh, there's Todd. Look.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
He was filming it. He was filming the interaction. Everyone's like, "What is happening?"
Dude, the guy with the blue light blockers, I was like, Jack Cruz?
Yeah. Jack Cruz moment.
Look at that officer in the back. Dude, you got these like, hey, you just know these guys in the front are like Wignats or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, for sure.
Like, people that look like that are just like Joel Davis fans, you know?
Yeah.
You just always know. You can always tell them. All right. We have two more super chats. Coli for $20. Let's go. So yeah, my wife recently got red pilled and she is now Candace's biggest fan. Been trying to slowly introduce her to Fuentes. By the way, I'm 46, so there's an old groypers, but really do love your show so much and keep up the fight. Thank you so much. Also, I would say this though.
Everybody's wondering how you have you've been circumcised 3 times. They put it in there a bunch.
You can do anything if
What do you
put your mind
mean?
to it.
How do you do it?
You can do anything if you put your mind to it.
Yeah, literally.
The chat's getting concerned about you.
Guys, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not that hard. You take a little bit off, then you come back and take some more, and then when it grows back, you do it again. What are you guys on?
Yeah, and if you wait too long, then it grows back even longer, and then you have a whole other problem.
And then it
just
becomes
don't even get to that point.
exactly.
Don't even get to
You
that
just-
point.
it's one of those things, man.
You like go every time, just a little bit off the top.
It's like your
Yeah,
nails
exactly,
or your
yeah.
barber. Yeah, you go to your barber and you're like a little bit off the top, and then he goes like this, and you're like, no. I'm not an infant. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
You just
please.
wanted the rabbi to help you.
Yeah. Well, that's
I
what I
get
was
it.
saying, but that's usually for infants.
Well,
They
you know,
don't- they don't do
normally
that on the adults.
Normally, how they call it lowering your ears. In this case, you're lowering your balls.
Wow.
Did you just soundboard cheer your own?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I thought the same thing.
That's the best part.
I was like, that doesn't count.
Someone also said they lost their virginity twice. Technically, as a guy, you do have two
they were
different types of
Catholic.
virginity. That's
Yeah.
Catholic. Oh, born again virgins are my favorite.
Let's go.
Hey, you know what's so nice? Yeah.
Say the N word on locals.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say real fast. Colin Downey Riddle said the only shows that I catch every episode of are NJF, Joel Davis, Joel Webben, and Elijah. Now, I hope that you found Joel Davis from this show. I would imagine you did. A lot of people did, and I think I'm proud to announce two things. So, number one, a little update: Rift TV is expanding. Starting next week, we have a pilot launching of our White House show with Jordan Conradson. I hope you guys watch it. It's a morning show. It's gonna be airing at 7 a.m. I know, in the morning on Rumble, but it's a good morning show. And yes, it's a lot cleaner and a lot professional. And I think it's gonna be a really great way, especially if, like, it's gonna be our target audience for that is like Gen X and older millennials. That's really the target audience for that. But to try to get Zoomers interested in those older politics, like the more like establishment kind of a politics. So we have an establishment show. We have a journalist in the White House. We're very happy about that. Jordan is going to be shooting from DC. We have 2 pilot episodes, hopefully, launching next week. So you'll see them here on this channel. It'll be airing in the morning. But that's a good show to catch during the day, going over, and those are like, it's like an adult show. Like there's congressmen going to be on it and businessmen. And like, it's the kind of show where you'll like see Grant Cardone interviewed and like, Marjorie Taylor and people. So it's gonna be like our morning show.
MTG
but because
will
it's
be
a
good.
morning, we don't need like, I hate those like crass like morning shows. In the morning, it's gonna be some news, like here's what's going on. Let's talk about this. You're not in the mindset yet. It takes till like noon till you're like, I could laugh. I don't know about you, but the mornings I'm not in a funny mood. Ever. So that launches. Also, Rift TV is proud to announce that we are now have now hired Joel Webben, the pastor that you just mentioned, as well. So that's really great. So Joel Webben, we're in the middle of building his studio. It's
Looking
our
forward
show.
to his show.
I'm actually going to be watching every episode of his show, actually.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
DC Dive, I will be watching because I own this company and need to watch all the shows. But actually, my EA will probably be watching every episode and then putting notes. I have a new EA too. You guys will meet him. We'll just give him D. We'll just call him D. We got E and D. E got the D. But D, I'll see if he wants his name out there. So I don't know if he does. But I got a new executive assistant who's gonna be helping a lot with the company and structuring things. He's actually a growth expert, but I needed an assistant. I have too much going on between the few companies, so we got it was really good. I've been needing that for like 6 months now, so I can spend some time with my family and not die without seeing my kids every day. And we're trying to grow, so make sure you watch those shows because we have some other people we'd like to hire and grow and move with, and we'd like to be good. Including things like Braeden just got on official payroll and stuff now too. And Mike, we got payroll running and we're getting things going. And we never had to take money from Israel yet. So thank you for that. But yeah, Joel Webben will be on this channel. So you will be seeing a live show with Joel Webben. Live to tape, I'll just be honest with you, in the beginning. But that should be tentatively starting in November, Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. On Rumble, we should have a new show. And I think his first series, I'm not going to give too much away, but he's going to be doing the problem with hyphenated Christianity, which we all know means Judeo-Christianity. So he's going to do a debunking hyphenated Christianity series. I think this is a very important show.
Absolutely.
I think it's a very important show. I think it's going to be very good. And I know that he has a nonprofit. He has this Christian show, and the problem with that is that you can't do all this political stuff as a nonprofit. So that's why he's doing a for-profit show that is going to be about the, jumping in. He's going to get a lot of persecution. We're going to need to support him a lot. So there's that. Anyway, let's go over to locals. We have a few things to talk about. We'll see you in like 2 minutes. ElijahSchaefer.locals.com. Make sure that you join directly wherever you can. I think do we have a link on the screen? No.
There it is.
Links on the screen. Links to the screen. We'll see you over there. Don't forget to follow Braeden Sorbo. Is Braeden C. Sorbo? Just kidding. No, that's Sarah C. Stock. You're Braeden Sorbo, right?
Braeden Sorbo. Yep. Just
Brandon.
Brandon Sabobo.
Brandon Sabibo.
I did that actually. I was at an event and I won an award and they're like, Brasden Sabobo. I don't know how you found the Z, but that's actually something. And my sister now has that as my contact in her phone.
Yeah, by the way, Riff
So
TV
Braeden
is
Sorbo.
greater than Daily Liar. We should just go to war and make some shirts with Riff TV is greater than Daily Liar.
We would have
Daily
fun
L.
with that. We could make some funny shirts.
Dude, we should start a spoof like show once we call the Daily Liar. So, like, if you see like
What if
that as
that's
the
just
AI,
my
that's like,
show?
That's like. Now let's go to Michael Shapiro. So, guys, we're gonna show you something that's going on in your city, so you don't ask about the Epstein files. Anyway, all right, let's cut back to you. Wow, Israel's just a really great place. You know, I think we should send more influencers there. They'd learn a lot. Next to you, I'm here with Ghislaine Maxwell. Remember that one? She's standing there talking to her about how the Epstein files are fake. She's like, yeah, I'm the first person to go to jail for human trafficking people to no one. It's like, it's such a good phrase.
No, literally. We should do that. That'll just be my show.
Anyway, we'll see you there. ElijahShaver.locals.com. Give us a couple seconds, and we will be there.